streaming the George Mariglis and Vinnie Calabrese match. From what I
No.
Dead silence. That's confidence for you. George not saying anything. That's confidence. Something's going on. I feel like he's selling me a car.
I just need to know if anyone out there's had a decent bet. Let me know what you want me to do.
Oh well, you've heard it here. It's good advice from George. I think the last time I got advice from him about Paul was, you play good, you win. That's it.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're streaming, mate, so we're ready to go when you guys are. Unless there's anything that Vinnie would like to say, or Chris will probably do a short little interview before you start.
Do it. He just hasn't finished the cigarette.
Oh, okay.
He's got the blazer on to do it.
All right, so
I'll go and get him.
Vinnie's Vinnie's just loosening up for another couple of minutes. I'll just bear with us for a couple of minutes. Pinky's in with the baby. There's stuff going on everywhere. George is back into the commentary booth. He just can't leave the commentary booth. We're just waiting for our lead commentator to come back from his sojourn. So just some thoughts, George. How do you feel this match progressing? Like Vinnie's going to break. You think break and run, dry break, you're going to run out and then just demolish him?
Oh, look, I haven't put any thought into it. I'm just here to have a bit of fun and...
Bit of fun. I find that hard to believe. There's a hashtag around, #Slugfest.
Slugfest. Look...
Is this where it all starts? It's where the festival begins.
Look, Vinnie's a great player. We all know that. One day, I know he's won more tournaments than me. He's probably a better cueist than me. He's been over to England, played snooker. Took a frame off Ronnie. Not many Australians can claim that. But at the end of the day, he's no George Mariglis. You know what I mean?
No. That he'd taken a frame off Ronnie. That's huge.
It's a great effort to take a frame off Ronnie. I can tell you a story in 1985.
Is it the Winfield Masters?
Yeah, the Winfield Masters, yeah.
Where was that, North Sydney?
It was at
Anzac Club.
It was there, and...
Sponsored by Winfield Cigarettes.
Correct, yes. Anyway, Tony Meo, Alex Higgins, and Jimmy White were all staying at my place, or at Peter Worth's place, during the tournament. And at about 3 o'clock in the morning, Jimmy White rocks home anyway, and he's... and I was still awake as usual, and he's like, "Come on, George, let's have a few frames," and he was off his face. And I thought to myself, "This is it. This is the time when I'm going to be able to claim to play Jimmy White and actually beat him."
Smash Jimmy White when he smashed.
Yeah, when he smashed. I mean, I had everything going for me. He was slurring his words. He was holding the wall up as he was walking, and I thought, "Yep, I'm in." And anyway, first frame. He flukes a red on me and knocks in 97.
Ouch.
So I thought, yeah, this is good. That's all right, I'll get him. Second frame, he knocks in about 100, I think it was 100 odd, 110 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what.
Ouch.
Third frame, another 90 odd. Fourth frame, a 90 odd. Fifth frame, 100, I think it was 122.
Nice.
And they're all for Jimmy, of course.
So you should really play him when he's straight.
Well, I just put my cue in the rack and said, "Listen, I didn't bring me white gloves, so I can't play anymore."
Did you have a drink with him? A bit of a laugh?
No, I was only 15 at the time, so I
Find it hard to believe that stopped you, though.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to do all that sort of stuff. But I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs. My excitement's gambling. It's a bit of fun. You win, you lose, doesn't matter. As long as you're in it with a chance, that's the main thing. Another quick story. played Alex Higgins once in an exhibition match. Fantastic. I broke. He knocked in 140 on me. I said to him after the match, I said, Alex, you're going to have to give me some start, mate. He says, I can't. I haven't seen you play yet.
Nice. Have you got any anecdotes that include me from the 80s?
I think I struggled to beat you in the early days, only because you were too consistent.
I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know backspin, but I could pot every ball on the table.
I think that's what confused me. You were just going for everything and getting it. I vaguely remember. I think I beat you once out of about 6 goes. So
I find that hard to believe, George. But anyway, thank you.
Isn't that what the $20 was for?
Actually, you guys owe me $20.
Do I? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give it to you.
I have a few quick words here from Mr. Calabrese. Vinnie, how you doing? George has just given us some amusing anecdotes from his past. Have you got anything for us from the 80s?
I was born. Yeah, had a pretty good upbringing. You know, started playing ball when I was about 5 on the floor. You know, hung out with the kids from school, played soccer.
Oh, there must have been someone special for you in the 80s.
Played under 10s. And then when I got to about 12, they said, you got to play snooker or pool, because I was letting the team down every weekend. I was getting worse at soccer.
As if he was selling you a car, you'd need to be a little bit suspect about that. So I'm saying he's feeling confident. How are you feeling, Vin?
I've been playing all right, you know. I just hopefully my brake's working. I've got to count on George missing a few, me missing none. I need the luck. I just need everything. So.
Well, bring it on is what I say. Mr. Barry Mavros, our resident DJ, is going to introduce you guys and talk you through a few things.
I actually need the 400.
It's all yours, Barry.
Thanks a lot, my man Kimpton. Well played, by the way, last set, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
Hell of a finish, buddy. Hell of a finish.
That was all fun. Fun and games. And money.
And money. Well, it's all about money here at the City Cash Masters Challenge. Welcome home, everybody. Young players today. We have Vinnie Calabrese, former Australian 9-ball champion. How you feeling? We know you're bloody awesome. We know that. How you feeling today, mate?
Yeah, I just said to Kimo that I was, I'm feeling all right. You know, I've been having a few hits and, you know, playing as good as I can hope to play.
Well, you know you got a tiger by the tail today in the form of George Mariglis. Mariglis, how you going, mate?
I'm all right. Yeah, just having a laugh at Vinny's jokes. He's a very funny man.
Yeah, you guys are both the two biggest characters of the game, I think, are you two. And it should be a cracker of a match. But and I can't fathom someone, except maybe Vinny, who's got massive cojones, giving someone 8 start. 8 start, that's over half the set gone.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. But
It's win a break, I guess, so that's some kind of consolation there.
yeah, I'll just easily run the 8 and then we'll just play from there.
Okay, sounds great. So Vinny's really very confident, guys. And I'm sure George has got some other thoughts on this matter.
Oh, look, I'm relying on him missing. Basically, I got to get at least 1 out of every 3 frames on average, and then I'll be sweet.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting match, and I'm sure you guys will both be okay. Good luck to both you gentlemen. Lag for the break. No, sorry, you're getting the first break, is that right? Because you gave away 8 frames. No, he's giving away 8 frames.
Won the game. It's winner breaks, isn't it?
That's what Jimmy said. We'll lag if you want.
It's lag.
A lag for the break. Race to 15. Set to $200. Good luck to both gentlemen. Enjoy. Thanks, mate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a cracker of a match. They've lagged and Vinny's won the lag. Both players are cheerful and happy at the moment. But I guarantee you they won't be cheerful and happy for long. as soon as the pressure starts to kick in. It is quite an unusual situation to have a player give away 8-frame start, race to 15, which is what Vinny's doing, and he's graciously doing that, because I tell you what, it is a big handicap to overcome. It really does even out the match. If anything, in my mind, it makes George a slight favourite in this match, but it really is going to be up to what Vinny's capable of coming up with. If Vinny can string a few frames together, which we all know he's very capable of doing, it's going to be a very contested match. A super hard break-off shot from Vinny, and that lag he just won has just disappeared. That one little advantage he had has disappeared. He didn't make a ball if the break is dry. He's got to sit down, and if Mariglis can run out this first rack, which we know he's more than capable of doing, and he goes up 9-0, the pressure will automatically hit Vinny, because Vinny knows he has to get off to a very strong start. Giving away 8 start is tough, and I do believe Vinny did give away 8 start to be able to play a money match, because a lot of the masters out there and other players don't want to play Vinny. People do not want to play him. A lot of people are afraid of him. Not only is he extremely talented, but he's a very fast player, a very ferocious player, and vivacious, ferocious player. And people are afraid of playing him for money. So he's kind of, in a way, forced to give away start to people to get him to want to play him. And that's an error there from George. He's overscrewed the ball, made the 4, now he's out of line. Barry the Mule Mavros here. Hi, everybody at home. I hope you enjoy the match. It's my honour, as always, to support the Sydney Cash Masters Challenge. Big special thank you as well to Walter from City Heroes for sponsoring our event. Kimpton Crest for graciously donating a $7,000 unit with camera work and all the stuff that you see at home. A lot of people have gone behind the scenes to make this happen, including Chris Calabrese, who has been the force behind this, the driving leader of the gang, making all this happen. A good kick shot there from Vinny. Does he get lucky here and snooker him back? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined in the commentary box by Mr. Chris Calabrese. Just speaking about you, Chris.
Hi guys, how is everyone doing today?
Oh, fine. I was just saying how Vinny dry broke in the first frame, and his advantage of winning the leg is just decimated, gone.
Yeah, that is important, and I was practicing with Vinny here on Friday, and he's breaking very, very good. White ball's planting in the middle. It was when we were playing, and he wasn't getting those 2 balls behind the front, behind the one going in. And it's just funny because I was tables going, the humidity in the air, so...
Well, you are known as probably being the best breaker in Sydney.
Well, I keep hearing that, but I don't believe it. I think my break's very inconsistent. It has its good times and bad times. Little swerve there just around, and this is a big shot here, just to set the pace of the match, given the 8 star. If we can just drill this in, it'd be nice. And that's not what he wanted. So this is how vital it can be, you know, like...
Well, I was just discussing now giving away 8-frame start, race 15 over half the set. Vinny really has to get off to a strong start.
He does. Can't afford to be missing ball like that. If Vinny doesn't miss those type of balls, he's definitely, you know, even money to win. But, you know, already he's missed that 1 ball. So if you're on live betting there, to make sure at the start of the match, I would have saw it $1.90 each, but now Vinny's just gone to $2.40.
Still early days though, a lot can happen. Still, George still has to win 7 frames, but 1's already gone.
Correct.
So rather than looking at the scores, just think that Vinny has to win 15 games and George has to win 7.
Yeah, that's right. And at the end of the day, it is a lot of start, but it is very achievable for Vinny. But in saying that, it's also very good odds for George. So it works both ways. It puts Vinny under a lot of pressure. And at the end of the day, he had to do that because no one really wants to play him in
I heard there's a player wanting to play him in a few weeks' time. Really good looking player who wants to play him.
Well, the same guy I'm thinking about, he's very good looking.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, so there's 1 game down and we went to George, so it's 1-0, but with the start it's 9-0.
Bit lot of players at home rooting for George. George has a very big following.
Sure does. He's a very popular guy.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest characters of the game here in Sydney.
He's changed his break a little bit from when we were playing. I played him last week, so he's trying something. He's just trying to make sure he hits the front ball flush in the face there. He wasn't trying to go for speed or anything. So, yeah, very good. Good to see him change up his tactics a little bit.
Believe me, George is coming here today with one goal in mind, to win some cash. George really wants to win some cash, and I guarantee you, if he wins the first set, he'll be doubling up. He'll be saying a Vinnie double or nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. If I was in George's shoes, I'd feel very confident taking 8 star. You know, he just played the brother. People say there's not much between them, and he only just lost. And if you remember the match, he should have led 14. George should have led 14-11.
Could have been up, yeah.
But in saying that, I got it back to even at 8-all. So it's cool. It's one of those games. You know, it's a roller coaster. At 8-all, everyone would have said George hasn't got a chance. But then,
with 8 start, there's every chance.
No, but I'm saying when George and I were playing last week.
Oh yeah, when you
once I got to 8-all, everyone would have said George has no chance after giving him 5 star. But then, half an hour later, he should have won the match.
Yeah.
So it just changes like that, you know. So
George can play. He's very capable.
He surprised me last week with how well he started timing the ball in the middle to the end of the match. At the start, he was very rusty, which is expected.
He doesn't play on these tables at all. And as the match got on, he started getting more and more used to the cloth, the speed of the cloth, the way of the balls, everything.
Yes, that's right. But because he doesn't play enough, that's what hurt him last week. A couple of shots that he needed to play a delicate way, he kind of bashed it. And that's what was his downfall. Where if he was playing more, he'd know how to play those shots correctly.
What a ripper a shot that was from George. He dumped that in at 3,000 miles an hour.
Well, you know, you're getting 8 star. You already got the first game on the scoreboard. You're going to feel confident.
Yeah, I'm playing George in a few weeks' time, and every time I see him on the table, he seems to be getting better and better and better. I'm starting to get worried.
Well, I'm looking forward to that match because you guys always have a very good
rivalry.
Yeah, you do. But George is hitting the ball better. He seems like he's playing a bit more. He seems like he's got that bug a bit.
Yeah, he's got the bug back, yeah.
I think a lot of people are starting to get the bug.
For people to express themselves on the pool table, and just basically another way for us to get match play, and it's getting a really big following.
Yeah, I'm happy. Thanks for that. But I think what really I've given people a platform to ask someone now for a game where before. You know, they're not going out of their way. They're just saying, look, your name's there, my name's there. Do you want to have a game?
Basically, you created a Tinder for pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
A hookup for pool.
Well, hopefully it's not like Tinder, but yeah, there's no roofies here.
There's no way.
There's no roofies here.
I think George has a window here for the 4, and if he does, he's really good on these long straight shots.
Yeah, back in the get every time. You know what? Sometimes when you land in between 2 shots, it lands perfect. All you got to do is hit it.
But if he didn't have the window, he could have just put Vinnie back in again. But he's got a window. He's going to play it.
You see how hard he hits it. See how he hits it a bit too hard. And that's the inexperience. What that is not inexperience of knowledge. It's inexperience of not playing. And when you're not playing that much, your timing's
out of form.
Out of form. You play the wrong shots. That's a sweet, delicate. He had to hit that ball a third of what he hit it.
Yeah.
And he only needed was the white ball to stay where it was. But he overhit it. And when you overhit it, that's what happens.
He bashed that ball.
He bashed it. That's why I said watch the speed that he hits it. And that's what happened last week. And now that's a turning point.
Oh, big time.
That could have been 10-0. All they do is pop that long ball and the other balls are there.
At 10-0, what chance? What would the betting be for Vinnie? At 10-0 down.
I'd say he'd be $3.50.
Yeah.
But not like last week. This week it's winner breaks. That's a big difference. I honestly believe last week being alternate breaking, it cost me 2 frames. So I gave George 5.
I mentioned in the comments last week, in the commentary I mentioned that you're giving him 5 start and you agreed to the alternate break.
It's not much difference to what it is now. It's basically 7 and Vinny's given 8, so he's given 1 extra, in my opinion. Without this, now Vinny's got the break, and if winner breaks, you can get a roll on. You break and run, you're in control.
And get yourself in rhythm. Oh,
It's all right. And they're the little rolls that can hurt you. You got a bit fortunate by not going in off, but then it doesn't land on the
the
one.
white ball shouldn't be racing towards the bottom corner pocket anyway.
No, he didn't.
Should be parking it.
He didn't park it, and that's what he has been doing in the past. Rough or smooth? Get what I've got.
It's a good kick safe there from Vinnie. That's the best he could have done in that situation. And welcome to the commentary box by the giant killer, Luke Hoff. Luke, how you going, my man?
Good, mate. How's it going, Baz?
Really well. I hear you've been crushing the commentary lately.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, me and Vinnie together.
Well, you're really close mates with Vinnie, and unusually close, if I may say. And you'll be watching this match with eager anticipation, hands, sweaty palms, and everything. I mean, 7th start, losing the first frame, 8-0 down. You
8 star, wasn't it?
8th start, losing the first frame, 9-0 down. What do you feel?
Well, look, Vinnie missed an easy shot there where he should have gone. Yeah, he should have won the first quite easily. George is getting a little bit lucky though. You've seen him in the first rack there, bashing balls around the table.
Yeah, that's what George's style's like, though.
And, I mean, Vinnie's got to just cop that on the chin and put his head down. And look, I reckon it would be a lot closer than what people think it's going to be. I mean, it is a big start. However, the way Vinnie's been playing, and if he keeps his head down, he'll knock this on knock it on the head, mate.
So you're really confident Vinnie's going to come back and just stump him?
Pretty much.
Wow. Big statement. I don't feel the same way about this match. I think 8th start really is a big start for anyone to give.
Well, look, Barry, it's winner breaks. If Vinnie can get on a roll and get one off the break.
That's exactly it. It's if Vinnie can get in a roll, if he can get one off the break, if he can run out, if he can string them together. That's a lot of ifs.
It's a lot of ifs, but
It's $200 worth of ifs.
It's just
And also, if George... And George has come here to play today. He's playing stronger than what he did last week against Chris. So against Chris, he was a bit like a deer in the headlights for the first half of the set. This time, George has come out firing. Did you watch the match last week?
No, I didn't.
George was like half asleep the first half of the match.
Oh, okay, well...
But look at him now, he's just come out and he's like, yeah, I think he's starting to get used to the television cameras, starting to get used to the commentary, the lights, the pressure and everything. And he just... What's that expression they use nowadays? Doesn't give a stuff. He's just getting out there and playing his game. Yeah, he is.
That's enough. That's close to enough.
Oh, that's one way to get position on the 10 ball. And if he makes this, that's going to hurt Vinnie.
Well, he only needs 5 to go out from here.
Yeah.
That's in.
That's a nice out from George there.
And where's the white ball going? Where is that white ball going?
Oh my God.
Double.
Oh my God. See, there's nothing like live pool, Luke. You don't know what's going to happen with live pool. You don't have to, you can go online, you can watch professionals play on YouTube, you can watch them play on other sites, Kazoom and whatnot. But a lot of times you already know the results in the tournaments. You already know that Shane's won the tournament, is going to win that match. But with live pool, live streaming, anything can happen. It's not like that. That ball could have gone down, could have gone up. You don't know. Nothing like live pool. We're in the action. I'd pay money to be commentating right now. I'd be paying money. I don't have to, so I'm very lucky.
Definitely changed his break. So like I said before, George has definitely changed his break from last week. Even though he's not hitting the ball hard and he may not be getting a ball in, he's not going in off, which he did a bit last week, which means he's not giving Vinnie white ball in hand, which means it's a lot harder to dictate the next shot. So we're 3 frames in. George has won 2 of them. It's not the start Vinnie wanted, but it's definitely the start George wanted.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen from here, Chris. As I said with Barry, Vinnie needs to just knuckle down and wait for his opportunity. But if he does get an opportunity, he has to dish up.
Yeah, absolutely. that first frame he missed that 7 ball down the rail. So you wouldn't expect him to miss that.
No, not at all.
And everything's gone. Misses the ball, snookers him. That's you feel like Vinnie will be feeling like, oh man, what's going on? And now he'll be feeling the pressure.
Look, you can afford to give him one more. That's it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, you can. You still got to win 5 more frames, George. It's still a lot. A lot of people say, oh, it's only 5, but 5 frames a lot. Especially if you're potting them from the start. If you get gifted a couple, it's going to help. But to win another 5 frames, you still got to pot, and that's probably another 35 balls. Still a lot.
No.
That automatic foul. Just got to watch out for the 3 foul rule here.
Yes, that's what got me out the other night. I forgot about that rule.
Did your opponent tell you when you're on 2 fouls?
No, I didn't. Ramo, thanks, mate.
Yeah, well, he should have. But gentleman's rule also applies where I say you don't have to. Because you know the rules, you play the game. Obviously, maybe you don't know the rules, you don't play enough, but at these plays here, if I'm playing and I don't call it and someone plays it against me, I just pack up the ball straight away and say, mate, you won.
All right, I'm going to let Barry sit down.
What was that? He was just saying about you let people win. What was that?
Oh, so we're just saying Vinnie could be on 2 fouls after this shot, and Luke was saying he was playing a match the other day and the person didn't call the second foul after the second foul, and I said, well, the rule says you should be warned, but if you're playing against people that know how to play the game, you don't have to call it. It's a gentleman's rule. We all know each other here, but
Good hit there from Vinnie.
it's a great shot.
Good hit.
Couldn't do any better than that. That was a great shot.
Yeah, well, most of the good players, actually all the good players, know you've got to warn your opponent. If you don't warn them, you don't get the win.
Yeah, that's right.
a rule.
But what I'm saying is, if the shoe was on the other foot, so if I'm playing, if I've made 2 fouls already, and my opponent hasn't told me if I'm playing you, Barry, and you haven't told me, I know you're meant to tell me, but you haven't because you've forgotten.
Maybe I never know this.
Exactly, and then I make a foul, I would just courteously say you've won the frame because that's 3 fouls, even though you didn't tell me, because at the end of the day,
Guys like you, and guys like myself, we've been playing this game for over 2 decades, and everybody knows that we've always been fully ethical. I mean, I saw you call a foul on yourself last week against George.
yes, that's right. Well, you got it.
No one saw it but you. You felt it with your hand.
And that was a very crucial part of the match.
Very crucial
I
part.
think I was 13-11 down, and George should have ran out that, and then it should have been 14-11. So it was basically game over. And the first instinct was say, what was the foul? See, my other point is, if there's a referee, the referee will be telling the opponent.
Yeah.
Now, because there's no referee, why should you get penalised? That's the way I see it. And I understand it. I understand it both ways. But, I think it's respect for the game, to be honest. If you want to try and get one over someone because they don't call the 3 fouls, I believe you don't have respect for the game. Because you know you've lost.
I think that's the major difference between pool 20 years ago in Sydney and today.
More respect these days or more respect back then?
Back then, it was part of the game. You could talk to someone, try and shark them, hustle them, whatnot.
Which was George was a genius at.
Yes, he was. Zip ball have enough legs as it does. But nowadays, most of the great players, good players in Sydney, it's got a really good culture now. Most of the guys are really nice guys. All the bad guys have been weirded out over time.
Yeah, they're too old now.
It's a really good culture. No, there's a really good culture in Sydney now. It really is.
No, it is. Especially with Pool New South Wales. Over the last 3 years, they've just moving with strength to strength, and they're getting a lot of runners. And pools just generate this new buzz about it. And
Well, in all fairness, we've got the largest population of people in New South Wales. We have the largest pool player base out of any other state in Australia. We've got more pool players than most states combined with other states.
for American pool, correct?
For American pool, absolutely. And that's a good shot from Vinnie. Hit the ball well. And we've got a really good team now on board, and of course we're going to be doing well. other states how it can be done. We're doing things differently to other states.
Oh, no doubt. I've got full confidence, and I'm putting all my support in New South Wales. There's a couple of things behind the scenes which I won't get involved in. We'll mention, but yeah, New South Wales is doing really well at the moment the way they're going. There we go. What did I make that?
10-2.
10-2. So 2 games each, really.
2 games each, but the difference is
8
Vinny's
frames.
still 13 frames. He's a race to 15, isn't it?
15.
Yeah, 13 frames away. Yes, George.
At this rate, he's going to get the 5.
George is pretty smart. He's worked out that's 1 for 1. 1 frame. Well, 4 because George won the first, so he gets the 5 first. Very smart man, George.
He's got that little pep in his step. You see how happy he
Oh,
was? He's
yeah.
smelling. George is happiest when he smells money.
Oh, Vinny's. I tell you what, guys, that's it's a little bit. I think that's a little bit of pressure there because Vinny's definitely hit that 2/3 softer than he normally does. So he's trying to control the white more. So he's second guessing himself, and that's what being by 8 will do to you. So even though Vinny's given a lot of start, and people say it's crazy, what Vinny's going to learn from this, whether he wins or loses, is invaluable because the emotions that he's going to be going through and the way his head's going to be thinking is something you can't ever get by just practicing. He's going to be...
That to me, Chris, has always been the question mark with Vinny. Because talent-wise, ability-wise, we all know what he's capable of. I don't think there's anyone better.
Oh, I agree with you. I've been playing Vinny...
But his temperament is where he's at fault. I've seen him at times just not handle it the way he should.
No, absolutely. I wasn't really talking about his temperament. I'm talking about the moments you're going to get out of this. So the moment now, him being eight down after 4 frames, he would expect it to only be 6 or 7 down. He's going for the free fouls again.
Again, that's what George does when he plays 10 ball.
Well,
he's got
the out isn't really that easy. The 4's blocked, so I'd go for the 3 fouls too. And he's got a really good snooker opportunity right now.
And also, he can also frustrate Vinny with this if he gets a 3 foul. Like I said in the match previously, it's not always the best player that wins. It's the guy that plays the best that wins.
Oh, absolutely.
If he can snag a 3, I mean that's George's favourite rule, the 3 foul rule. That's his favourite rule about this game. How invaluable it is, the lessons that Vinny will learn.
Well, yes, even if he does win the match, but what he's feeling right now will never come up in a practice game. He knows if he doesn't pot a ball, he's in trouble. When you play in practice and you miss, you just go on to the next shot. See, when he missed that snooker then, he showed a little bit of emotion. If that was a practice game, he wouldn't care. You wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. So even though if it does end up costing you money, you still learn from it. So, yeah, you can learn from everything. And here comes the 3rd foul.
This is very hittable though. This is very hittable.
Oh, it's not that easy, mate.
I expect him to get this.
He only can hit half the white, so he's going to put a bit of side on it.
Missed it.
And there you go.
He has another frame.
There goes another frame. 3.
He was not happy.
Not happy.
Not going the way that he would like it to go if you're doing 8 star.
Well, George has had to run the perfect start. Winning 3 out of 5. No one would ever be saying he should be winning the first 3 out of 5 games. And that's nothing against George. It's just shouldn't. Yeah, that's right.
Especially in the first frame, he missed that long, mid-range stop shot on the 7.
The way I see it is, it's if Vinny wins 1 frame for every 3, and which is you'd say which is pretty accurate. It should happen, and then Vinny would be a very good chance.
Maybe George wins 1 frame every 3.
Correct. Here we go.
The score is correct, guys, at home. It's 11 frames to 2. George received an 8-frame head start. We have a lot more live viewers for this match than we had for the previous match today. And don't forget, that's not just about who's watching at the moment. There'll be a lot of people watching at home when they get home tonight. When they're in bed and they check their Facebook, they'll see that we had a live money match up there. And people are starting to get used to watching it every single week. We had something special here at the Sydney Cash Master Challenge every single week for you guys at home. So please support us. Like our page, share our pages, do whatever you can to get more exposure for the game of pool, the game that we all love and enjoy.
Well said, mate. Yeah, that's right. So just support, guys. Any comments or any feedback that you you think that are worth bringing up, things maybe we could change or add, just let us know. And we don't know what we're doing tomorrow, basically. So we're just learning as we're going. We're experimenting here and there. So this is for everyone. So everyone has a bit of a say, and we're trying to implement a lot of things over the course of the next year or so. But it's very important to showcase Sydney's best, because at the end of the day, we want to be the dominant state, which I think we are. But we just want to stay there, and we just want to basically punish everyone.
I don't know if we are the dominant state, Chris.
Well, wherever I live, I like to say we're the dominant state. I'm a bit biased, I guess.
There used to be, many years ago, there used to be state by state in the American pool.
Yeah, but again, the people they selected for that wasn't really the people I believe should have been playing it. They go off rankings, and they go off a lot of things which, you know.
How do you reckon they should select this? Is just like
Well, let's put it this way: if you pick the state team right now for New South Wales, Vinnie wouldn't even get a run. So does that make sense?
He hasn't got the ranking.
He hasn't got the rankings, so it's not accurate. It's not accurate. So.
All right, if you could pick the top 5 players in the state to represent New South Wales, putting on the spot here.
Yeah.
Which guys would you pick? Including international players like Ramo as well. Put him in the mix.
So anyone that
Would you
plays
pick any of the Cash Masters? Pick at the 5 of the Cash Masters? yourself, Vinnie, those 2.
Well, yeah, obviously I think all the Cash Masters, our Masters are pretty much playing all the tournaments anyway. I don't think there is any of them don't. So I would go definitely Vinnie. Then I'd go for what discipline?
Rotational game, say 9 ball.
9 ball. Okay, well that changes things. Well, still Vinnie, but there's a couple players I wouldn't add. So 9 ball, I'd go Dave Reljic.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd go Vinnie, myself. I'd go
Craig
Ramo.
Riley, will you be up there?
Oh, he'd be one of them. He'd definitely be one of them. So.
I really rate his game. I've always liked how he hits the ball. I like how he plays. He's got a very good temperament.
Ooh.
Solid player, Craig Riley.
Solid play. He just got a table at home, and he's got a new addition coming into his life soon. His wife's pregnant, so he's having a bit of a sit back but he's getting back into it slowly. He said so. Hopefully, he can get a match on his belt soon. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say. There's most probably 7 or 8 guys, but if I had to put money on it right now, and we have to play another state, I'd say Vinnie, myself, Craig, Ramo. I'd leave Craig out because he's not playing that much at the moment.
Obviously, but Sean Bubby's still in New South Wales.
Yeah. Well, every time I try and claim him as one of ours, Adelaide get really angry, even though he's only been living there for 2 years. And he's lived in New South Wales for over 40, but that's another story. If Sean was here, then obviously he'd make it.
The whole thing is, where did he learn his craft? Did he learn it over there or over here?
He learnt it here.
Well, there you go. It's a New South Wales
He
ball.
actually learnt it about 2 streets behind us on, not Sussex Street. What's that street where the old Metropolitan
Goulburn
is?
Street.
No, not Goulburn. It's Pitt Street. Pitt Street, the old Metropolitan snooker room. Back in the early 90s. That's where he learned all his craft. So yeah, I'd say even Sean, if he's not playing that much, I'd still put him in there because the intimidation factor that he has.
He does have that blood factor.
Well, he has it a lot on players, but the good players know how to handle it.
Key shot here. It's all about the kiss. Didn't need a kiss.
Yeah, I don't think he tried to kiss it.
Just sweet scooter, so he won't kiss it. He's avocado.
I don't think he thought he could.
He's avocado. Is that ball on?
It's on by, yeah, it's on. So George will be just licking his chops. He thinks it's
Just a gift.
It's just a dream start for him. You know, everyone's going to look at this and say, "Oh, 8 start was too much," but it's not. It's a lot, and definitely puts pressure on Vinnie. But again, now George is going to go 4 out of 6 frames, winning the first 4. You know, if you ask the TAB about that, they'll be giving you $8 for that.
4 out of 7 is mine.
Has he?
Yeah, If it was off scratch, this match would be 4-3.
Yeah, and that should never happen, ever.
Well, it has, because Vinny's made a few mistakes here and there.
Oh yeah, it has happened. It is happening right now, but it
Vinny to
shouldn't.
be more susceptible earlier in the set before he finds his groove.
Yeah.
But he better find his groove soon, because soon his wide is going to be a little bit thinner.
Yeah. Needs to maybe watch that movie, Stella. How Stella found her groove.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it? Nah.
Interesting fact, I don't actually watch TV, dude. People don't know
You don't
about
actually.
me.
I stay with you in hotels a lot of the time. It's all YouTube documentaries.
I love my documentaries.
Oh, you sure do.
The deep sea, the psychology of the brain, astronomy, and of course my favourite is how to play pool. I love it.
See the break?
Hey, George is breaking well.
All he's trying to do is just hit that front ball nice and sweet and square. I can tell you right now, guys, if I play George again and he asks for alternate breaking, the answer is no. I've already said yes once and I wasn't comfortable doing it.
Yeah, you weren't that comfortable
No,
last week. You were under pressure last week.
It puts too much. It takes. It's not part of the rules. Let's put it that way.
He did surprise you with what he's able to do.
Yeah.
He brought us some really good shots.
And George is only going to get better over the months go because he's playing more now.
Yeah.
And now he feels like he's getting 5 starts from a lot of these masters, and other people he's getting starts from. He's thinking, well, it's like an ATM. Thanks, Chris Calabrese. Thanks for starting this up for me. I lost against you to show that, I haven't got it, but maybe he meant to lose against me last week, guys.
Maybe he was hustling you.
What do you reckon,
He's
guys?
hustling everybody in the pool sitting.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's not the first time. I don't know if he's got enough. Slow drag with side. Yeah, he's dragging it with side. See, guys, all you do is aim full ball there, and you just play a lot of side, and make sure you miss a 6, and the side kicks it in. Well, he has to finish. There's just no other way.
Well, if he doesn't finish,
He needs to finish
he's in trouble.
for the frame and to get his queuing arm
In all
going.
fairness, the score's 12-3. He's already in trouble.
Yes, he is in trouble.
He's going to be feeling a lot of pressure now. Even in the back of his mind, he's like, fuck, if this game was, excuse me, this is my French guys, but
No worries.
if this game was off scratch, he'd be thinking, I'd be down 4-3. Imagine he's playing a state championship right now, and it's a race of 7. He's down 4-3, he's already under pressure.
Well, that's the beauty of it. You know, that's why. That's how you know Vinnie was under pressure straight away, because if this was a tournament, he wouldn't be 4-3 down. He wouldn't have missed those balls he missed earlier, because it would have been 1 or 2 or wouldn't have been 12-3, 12-4.
Yeah.
The mindset, the mindset's different.
And you know that George is feeling really good about himself really high. I can see it in the way he's walking, his face.
And you know George after he's going to say, "Oh, what was he thinking, giving me 8 stars?" But George knows he's got away with it, because I can tell everyone that right now on camera, and I don't like to say this about anyone, but because it's my brother, I'll say it. Vinnie at the moment is 30% better than me, the way he's been playing. But today he's shown
Cracks.
Yeah, he's shown some cracks and he's missed a couple of balls, and there's a game. That's how easy it can turn.
Lorenzo Ruiz, Vinny's opponent, is an A1 player. Yes, he is. He's a very accomplished player. He's been a player that's been around for over 30 years in the game. And if you don't know George Mariglis, who's got a few matches already out there.
He's a B grade player.
What?
He's not an A1
He's
player.
a A1 player.
That's one of the gradings. So that's under master. He's not under a master. There's a master. Are you talking about our grading system? If you are,
No, he's just saying that he's a good player. What do you reckon he's asking for?
I think he's saying he's an A1 player. That's one of my grades.
No.
No?
Oh,
Maybe?
maybe that's what he's saying. I thought he was just saying he's a really good player.
Well, he's a good player, but in our grading system, he's
He's a
down
B.
as a B grade player, which means he gets 5-star, but Vinnie decided to give him 8.
And like I said in the very beginning of this match before you jumped on, that Vinny is having trouble getting action. Perhaps it's time for maybe some interstate players to come down and play Vinny.
Absolutely. Well, any interstate players that would like to come along and play, at any time, we can work out a date, and it'll be a minimum of $2,500 if you want to make it worth your trip, and we'll pay half your airfare.
That's very fair.
But we want to look up the ticket before you buy it. We don't want you to be buying first class. So no, well, if you guys want to come to Sydney, we're happy to pay half your airfare. But the game would have to be at least $2,500, 2 to 2.5, and obviously it'll be a scratch game.
Obviously. talking about some of the best players in the country traveling, and that's ideally one of our goals is to start showcasing, even just once a month, once every 2 months, some of these interstate champions.
Absolutely. Well, yes.
Come and play us on our home territory, because the way that things are nowadays, we always have to travel to your home territory, either in Melbourne or in Adelaide, to compete in the Australian.
And the reason why I've made it so much for the interstate players, because the players that we have in mind, and you guys know who you are, you're not going to come out here for $400 or $500 because
you're in your own backyard.
Yeah, and you've got that as a plane ticket already and hotel, so we make it worth your while, and everyone's happy.
George is starting to hit the ball a bit rough again.
Yeah, well, you know, he went in off that last frame, and that can that would have made him 13-3. It's a big difference. Even though he's got a lot of points, he's in front by a lot, but you know, he would have felt like he should have won that last frame.
Yeah, well, he actually should have won that last frame. In all fairness, George has settled more in his groove. I'm not saying he's playing better than Vinnie, but I'm saying he's for his.
Well, you know what George is doing? George is playing well for his handicap, for his ability.
Yeah,
and for Vinnie's ability, he's not playing to nowhere near where he should be playing. And that's all you ask for. In a pressure match, you want to play to your ability. If you do, you've done well. That's all you ever want to do. If you play above it, it's a bonus. Ooh. He had heaps of right-hand side of that, so he just kind of...
Well, he was queuing over a ball.
He's
so
queuing over a ball. Just got to float this in. The white's automatically going to come out. You might hit this full though. See? Hit a full. I told you he's going to hit a full.
John Miller's saying, love the work, but I'm not sure why it must be a scratch match if interstate players make trouble. The reason is because we're not going to be playing Vinnie off against a grade or a B grade player. We're going to be playing Vinnie off against a
We'll give start. Just depends who they are.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone that's a normal novice player is going to come out here and going to take. And at the end of the day, this is just a special match today. But the bottom level is B, which is only 5-star. So we've made an exception today. So if you're not B grade, you're defaulted as a B grade, which is only 5-star.
And trust me, I'm an A grade player. I still, even 5-star, I'm not comfortable playing Vinnie. No one is. He's that strong. Do I get 5-star for Vinnie or I get 4? 4-star.
A little crucial miss by
George. Another crucial miss from George.
Even at 10, he potted that 10, but it went in the right side of the pocket. He needs a break and run. He gets a break and run here, and I give him half a chance because he'll feel confident.
Like you said earlier, that ball that when George Mariglis scratched in the corner pocket, he would have been up 13 frames to 3.
Yep.
That can seriously hurt his psychology and feelings.
Exactly, psychology. Even though he's way in front, he'll be thinking, I could have been 13-3 or 14-2. That's a massive difference.
He's on that 10 ball, he's counting the cash already. Now 12-5. Vinnie gets off to, if he gets a good break here, if he can make a ball here, no.
I think he left half the ball on.
Just saying that he was breaking well. He hasn't made a ball once, has he?
No. He's taken a lot off it too. That's the pressure. I've played Vinnie the last 2 weeks, 7 sets. I haven't won a set.
You haven't won a set?
I haven't won a set. And we've been playing race to 15. You want to get off? Yeah, so I'm going to have a breather, guys. Going to take a break. Kimpton's going to jump on. Sorry, one second.
I'm a A-1 player based on City Heroes ranking. What is the head start I will get if you play Vinnie for money match race to 15? Who's Lorenzo Ruiz? I don't know him.
Well, it must be someone from locally. I'm not sure, mate. But
does this mean he's a -1 player?
That's for the handicap grade they got here at City Heroes. So I don't know City Heroes format, but Facebook me, private message me, and I'll work it out for you, mate, if you like. Are you looking at playing for a 2K match? Because that's what we're talking about. So if you just want to play a couple of dollars, and if you're not a B grade standard, you'll have to play in our Pardons category.
Padawans.
Well, spelled Pardons, but it's meant to be Padawans.
What Star Wars do you please?
I don't know what Star. I don't know.
What Star Wars?
Oh, watch Star Wars. I don't watch. Kimpton can't believe I've never watched Star Wars in my
Never
life.
watched Star Wars in
I've
your
never
life?
watched Star Wars
Even I've watched Star Wars.
or Star Trek. I don't like anything with the word star because you know what that means.
You know Layla stuff?
Fish star. Starfish?
Thanks for the great commentary, Chris. Awesome. Welcome to commentary booth, Kimmer.
What's going on here, Barry?
Man, George Mariglis is just freaking playing good, man. He's playing good. He's hitting some great balls.
Vinny's-
He's doing what he
Vinny's doing
has
the
to
opposite.
do. He's doing what he has to do. He's gonna win this money.
Yeah.
I would have been against him not 12-5 up with these 3 balls on time.
I don't know. I've seen him chicken wing 2 so far. And there he goes again. Didn't quite get through that. I think Vinny just needs to run a 6-pack, put some pressure on him.
Run a 6-pack's easier said than done, my man.
Well, he's just not getting any results on the break. I don't know whether he's hitting it too hard or what he's doing, but...
This frame, he dry, bro.
Oh, they're using an 8-ball rack. Not even using a 10-ball rack. Someone get this guy a 10-ball rack. It's going to kill him. You can't get the back 3 balls on that rack.
Just give me one moment, I'll give him mine.
Let's go that way. G'day, Nabs. I don't want to spoil the video for you, so I'm not going to answer that question because I know you want to see that the whole way through. Hello, Robert, Mr. Bud. I think they're playing for 500. No, it wouldn't be. Vinny wouldn't be that crazy. I think it's probably 200. And Vinny's giving him 8 start, which, as you know, Robert, is crazy when it comes to George.
Because George loves the cash. He'll do anything he can to win it as well. Sorry, did you hear me say something?
Playing for cash, not love the cash.
He loves playing for cash. Georgie, how you feeling, mate?
I don't know, same I was an hour ago.
Are you starting to taste the money?
Could have said something really bad to that.
To be fair, I don't think George has played better right now than what he did last week, but yet he's in front by me. It's just the way the match has gone. So that's cool for you guys.
Yeah, and I think Vinny's dominance with the break hasn't been working, but they're using 8-ball rack, which means the last 3 balls aren't tight.
I just gave him my 10-ball rack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because that's
Makes a difference.
yeah, that takes away any advantage he might have on the break. So I think if he takes out this frame, that'll make a big difference. Because it just hurts you, a player like Vinny, to not be able to get on the table straight away after break and just start running racks and get comfortable. And that's why he's giving George 8 start. Thoughts, Barry?
Thoughts? Score is 13 frames to 5. And really, I mean, George is almost at the finishing line. Vinny knows that he needs to play virtually perfect pull from here point out. Because if he makes any errors, George will snag a frame. It's going to be all over. There's a lot of pressure on him. Vinny's got to win 10 frames straight. He's going to win 10-1 from this point on to win the money.
And we've all seen him do it. I mean, Vinny is the comeback kid.
We've all seen him do it. We've all seen him do it to even better players. No disrespect to George, but we've seen him do it to even better players than George in tournament under pressure.
He's got to do better than a shot like that, and he's pretty much just giving George the perfect angle to make the extraction.
Playing George as well, there's that George factor. So you're doing a tournament when you're down 6, 7, 8, 9 racks to an Australian champion, that's great. But George right now is George. He's putting him under pressure. Simple.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all knew he was going to do this, but the whole point of this match was that Vinny had the break to start, and it was winner breaks, and
Vinny hasn't had a ball yet off the break.
And Vinny hasn't put a ball off the break, so that takes the start down to about 5. Yeah, George is not happy with that, but I mean,
He's very good at doubling the ball.
We all know he should have got the jigger out there. To your question, Jono, Vinny has missed a couple, especially in the first frame. Missed a pretty straight 7. And George has nailed that.
And George is playing good. He is playing good. I mean, if this was a scratch game, it'd be 5 apiece right now.
Yeah, George is got to go through nice. Oh, he didn't. He tried to force it.
He slammed at 100 miles an hour again.
No, it's just my battery's gone. Yeah, and see how smooth Vinnie hit that. That's all George had to do. He didn't have to slam it in.
So for all you guys at home, the score is now 13 frames to 6. Another missed opportunity, George.
Oh, not really. The bombs are working, but, you know, even the US military misses one every now and then.
He's a character, isn't he, Kim?
That he is. I've also noticed he's channeling Reljic today.
Channeling Reljic. What does that mean, he's channeling Reljic?
He's got sunnies on his head.
Oh, does he?
What's going on there? And Reljic was in the room earlier today. Something going on that we
see
don't
this?
know about.
He's just changed. He's taken my 10 ball rack there.
Yeah, straight away.
It makes the ball straight away.
And he's on the one.
And look at the split he's got. Nothing like before.
Yeah. Look at that queuing. His determination. He struck that ball beautifully. He managed to strike that ball well and not get the weight to travel. And that's what Vinnie's good at. He can, he's got such a mesmerising array of shots and ways to get around the table and different paces he can play the ball. He's a little bit like me. He finds it difficult to hit anything just playing the ball. He's got to have spin on somewhere. And that's why everyone thought that it wasn't just going to be George winning this match. It was always a chance that Vinnie could do this.
Well, this is why winner break was so requested, and that's why the 8 start was given, because Vinnie knows he can string quite a few frames together.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the start of a 6-pack here. That's my call.
It's a big call, dude. I mean, he's got to make a ball every time, land on the ball every time, and run out perfect every time.
Oh no, I reckon he'll probably run 8.
Oh, 8 and out.
Yeah, I think 6 is a small call.
That's huge.
I'm jipping him there, Barry.
That is huge, Kimpton. Huge.
Look at the way he's just racking. He's launched himself into that rack, Barry.
I think he's broken around in 43 seconds.
He's just keen to get out there. He's just loving it. Just had a quick look at the score, and the grimace has come out. It was a bit of a side grimace. It was kind of a side grimace and a wink.
Needs a ball to drop here, but nothing's dropped. It's okay. It's a safety break.
He's got a little bit of coverage there.
It's a safety break. Kimpton, thank you very much for being a part of this huge Sydney's Masters, Kalish Masters chat. By the way, can someone change the bloody name? It's so long. I can't even say it. SPCCM and SPPP, Sydney Cash.
No, the worst
Damn it.
thing is
Thanks for doing this.
It's the Sydney Pool Cash Challenge Masters, but it's the Sydney Pool Challenge Cash Hard Ones. It's backwards, so it's even more confusing.
Exactly my point. Someone out there, guys, SMS us, post, message us, you name it. Come up with a better name, please. Something more simpler, easier to eat, easier to say. Easy to say.
It's just here to stay, Baz. Get used to it.
Sydney Cash Masters Challenge. I'm going to say that every time I go out there. It's not easy.
Yeah, just run with the
SPCCM.
Yeah.
Spookum. It's a nice combination.
But I mean, you know, I just call it the Pard Ones and the Masters.
Yeah, that's the easiest. Yeah. Oh, he stopped that in at 100,000 miles an hour. Look at this. He's going to get pinpoint precision. Pinpoint precision. Pinpoint. Needs a jigger.
We're looking at this. Is he going to run and hide?
Sorry?
He's actually a member of my No Safety page on Facebook.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
So I think he's going to try and pot this. Yeah, good to see.
Guarantee you, though, if George wins this set, in all fairness, 13-7 up, the table looks like he will. There'll probably be another match straight on. And
Well-
George would get very vocal.
I've been talking to George all week about this. I ran 2 scenarios past him. The first one was, let's say, smash Vinnie. You know, it's all over in 20 minutes, and you know you beat him 15-3 or something.
Yeah.
And he wants to have another go, and obviously the viewers would want to see him have another go. What would the start be? Not changing the start.
That was said.
And I'm like, come on, George, like it's ridiculous. You just smash him. Like, of course you're going to change the start. He's not going to play a mate. We agreed on a start. I'm not going to change it. And then I said, okay, well, let's say Vinnie does get you, and it's close. Yeah, well, I won't play again.
You won't play again?
And I'm like, dude, none of that makes sense. Okay, it doesn't have to make sense. It's my money.
Uh-oh. Bum, bum. That's a big swing there. How'd that drop? I thought that stopped.
Yeah, no, Vinnie knew that was going in.
5
He did
second
that
rule.
perfect.
Did he?
But I mean, that's part of the reason why I love George. You know, like he's. And you think that he's going to do one thing, and he says something completely different. Keeps you guessing. And you know, Vinnie's very similar on a pool table. So you know, there's a lot going on here, Barry, and that's what's beautiful for the viewers. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen.
That's what I was saying earlier. Live pool, there's nothing like live pool, Kimpton. There's nothing like it. You can go online, you can watch old YouTube videos of the Moscone with great lighting and the best players in the world and beautiful tables and beautiful conditions and not as good commentators, but good commentary as well. But you know the result. Whereas with live pool, we're producing to people at home on their laptops, on their phone. You're watching it live from your luxury of your home right now. You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, and he's done a Ben Noonan.
Just like that. Yeah. He's done a Ben Noonan. Ben always scratches in the middle pockets.
Yeah, and that's exactly the expression that you get when you do a Ben Noonan.
And look at this split. He's pot 2, 4, 6. Pot 3 balls.
Yeah.
George has got a ball in hand. The hardest shot he's going to play is from 2 to the 4. And that's not that hard. I mean, golden opportunity here for George Mariglis to put himself on the hill, because I tell you what, Vinnie's starting to get some momentum. And that scratch was huge. Needs the angle here, Kimpton.
Yes, he's going to get over for the 4. He's going to have to force this 2 a bit. Unless he puts it down the bottom, obviously, and then he's got to try and slow the white ball down.
Is he playing this in the top corner?
It's going to be a difficult shot either way.
Oh, play the middle pocket.
Yeah, and he's hit that quite nice.
Plum on the 4, straight line. These shots aren't that easy though. You can't really roll it. You can't really roll it. He's going to play his medium speed.
Oh, and that's what he did with the 6 against Chris.
Chopped it.
He just doesn't like hitting down that rail.
He hit it straight into the rail there. That's just pressure. He knows he should have been 1 or 2 frames more up or had the match finished, and it's getting crucial now. It's getting very crucial. That's a big shot.
We've got Chris Calabrese back in the commentary box with me, guys.
That was a big shot.
That was a big shot. I mean, he basically makes that 4 ball. He's virtually out.
Yeah.
And on the hill.
It's a massive shot. Vinnie runs this and doesn't foul off the break and pots the ball. I'm calling it. He'll win.
Well, you can see right now that George has made a couple of crucial errors that have cost him. He could have been on the hill. He could have been out. He could have been counting the money right now. Absolutely. George's demeanour starting to change a little bit. And look at Vinnie. Vinnie's starting to get more and more confident. Well, they hit the ball well.
I don't know if you guys heard it, but as soon as Vinnie went in off, George went, "That's what I was waiting for." He's trying to get in Vinnie's head.
Is that what he said?
Yes. And I said to Luke, I was behind the commentary box, and I said to Luke, I said, if George doesn't clear this up, I don't think he'll win. That was the call.
From 13-8 down.
Yeah, because he put it a bit of added pressure on himself by saying to Vinnie, I was waiting for that. So to respond from that, you got to clear up once you have ball in hand.
Absolutely.
And he didn't. So he'll be thinking far out, So if Vinnie pots a ball here, and has any type of shape on the one and doesn't go in off, I call in the win. All in. Oh, terrible. Look at that. Couldn't land in a worse spot. On the rail. He landed a little bit off the rail. And you can take the one on, come back down middle tail, play the two in the centre. That white came all the way to the back cushion and back down. Wow.
He's having a really good look at this.
Yeah, because I played a shot like this against Vinnie the other day when I went straight in off. And are we using the Aramis? Are we playing the Aramis? Are you using the Aramis balls? ARA. That's what he wanted. George.
We are using Aramis balls.
Yeah, when I was using these balls the other day, we tried them. They're a little bit lighter. I don't know if they're lighter, but they seem to swing more. So this shot here shouldn't go in off, but the white does. That's why Vinny's looking at it. 'Cause I played a similar shot to him like this the other day, and I'm like, how did that go in off? And it went straight in. So, but there's no value on it really.
You can play a safety shot here, right? You see a good safety here?
What shot are you thinking?
No, I'm just asking you if you see a good safety here.
Not
Safety's
really.
hard. We could also push here. Because you could push the white ball in a better position here too.
Yeah, you're right. You could.
So he can get his hand on the table more, he can work the white ball more.
That's right. If he can get his hand on the table, he'll take it on.
He's changing the angle,
He's
see?
hit it a bit too firm. I think he's hit it too hard. George was looking straight at Vinny to try and get a little bit of a feel of what that shot was. I always do that. When a player tries to pull me with snooker, I look at them before I look at where the white ball is, or before I get down to see if their eyes roll back. That means they've left it on.
Interesting
Little
tip
things
for you guys at home. Kind of like poker.
Yeah. So Vinny there was just trying to get out of it. So
Yeah. Put himself in a better position, pay.
yeah, but I don't know if that two goes past the 9. Get the camera out.
No, we had a phone here before so we read the comments. But we've lost that phone, so. I'm sure there's people at home who want to ask. I don't know whose that phone is. People at home that want to ask.
Some comments, yeah. Starting to miss it now. Trying to get a kiss? No. Ooh. It's tricky out here, but they're all there. He's got to
Tricky is the 4 to 5.
Yeah, the 2 as well. He's got to pop this 1 and he's got to check it off the second rail to come in the middle of the table for the 2. There's the check. See the check, guys? See how he hits that bottom rail and straightens up? And he's just got to float the 2 in. The 3's over the bag. Plays it with got lazy. That's what I'm worried about. A lazy shot like that. And he had running side on that. There was no need for that. Make it harder with running side. I would have just dropped it in. The white would have been 4 inches further down the table. Make no difference to the 3 ball. So George has got a decision here. Play your combination. 3 on the 2. So Vinny should be at the table here. Potting balls and keeping George cold. Now George is back at the table. In all seriousness, Vinny should have ran out that frame. Should have been.
Vinny knows it too. He's shaking his head. He knows
It's
it.
a massive frame because he can't afford anything to go wrong. Here we go. So that 2 could have came up and snookered Vinny back there, and Vinny would be upset. But that's your own fault for missing a ball earlier. Big shot here. Put the 10 ball like
queuing
ball.
here.
Don't go in off. Great try.
They hit that so smooth.
You're playing at that way too. If you miss it, you leave it up. So you're backing yourself. You're going to play it off 3 rails. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Back out for the 4. Hopefully it keeps running a little bit. Touch
I think he's
angle.
got the right angle too, yeah.
Just stun screw back up to the middle of the table. There you go. He overhit it. Wow.
It's good, it's good.
It's
all
good.
right. Yeah,
It's good.
It's all right. Just
gotta-
needs to give himself an angle on the system.
Just got to screw it straight back. And there we go. This is the main shot. Touch it right hand side just to throw it in. Come back out. Off, back out. It's not ideal, guys. Not ideal at all. He wanted that another 3 inches. Yeah. And that was for landing in the wrong position that shot as well.
He's actually still on.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't go in
Right
off.
in
So
his sight right
he might
now.
as well have a go at that. But
Free shot.
free shot, he should have went in off. Oh, it's a screamer.
Wow.
It's a screamer, ladies and gentlemen. Dead weight screamer.
How huge was that ball right now? Could have been 14-9. Now it's 13-10. And Chris, you called it, mate.
Well,
Things are starting to heat up.
you called it. They both let each other off there, but Vinnie did have first opportunity, so he should have won it. And then George had an opportunity. Now the pressure comes onto George because there's only 3 frames in it. There's nothing in it now. Vinnie's delighted to be in this situation from 12-3, 12-4 down. He's delighted. He's like, I'm happy.
Yeah, Vinnie will be feeling good with himself right now too.
Just needs a little bit of luck. A ball to go in. He's got luck. He didn't get a ball, but at least he's not left nothing on. So you take that. You can just feel it going down the hill, can't you?
I can feel it getting really close now. In a way, I know George has had 2 really good opportunities to actually win the match. They put it away.
And he hasn't. For what reason?
And they weren't. Well, like you said earlier, he bashed a couple balls he shouldn't have bashed. Really, it doesn't hit him as smooth the way Vinnie does.
And when people feeling the pinch a bit, they overhit the ball.
Well, in all fairness, his cue action isn't as well oiled or as he's not as it should be to be putting away those. When the pressure comes in, he's squeezing the cue a bit too much and snatching at it, and then not releasing it the way he should be. He's always had that tendency though to bash the balls when he's under that pump.
Because subconsciously people feel if you hit the ball harder, you're more sure of yourself. But it's actually the opposite. The harder you hit it, the less you can control it, believe it or not.
Yeah, and also when you're really slow rollerball, that's difficult as well.
That's difficult, but you just got to slow your heart rate down, take a couple of deep breaths, and just cue the ball nice and smooth.
It's been very, very informative doing commentary with you, Chris.
Thank you. Oh, it's a lovely shot.
Beautiful kiss on the nose. Five frames in a row, and George Mariglis just told us that he's lost 5 in a row. Well, Vinnie's won 5 in a row. Sorry? You're lucky to win one more game. That's also George's way of handling pressure.
Exactly. He would have said it just loud enough so Vinnie could hear that while he was playing as well. Just so Vinnie would have said, oh, George is feeling it, and then not thinking about your own shot.
So the chalk?
What about the chalk?
The chalk?
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Chalk. We're both using USA chalk here.
Yep, master chalk.
Beautiful chalk. It's a chalk of choice for me.
I used to use master. I don't mind it. I like master.
Oh, he's landed awkwardly, mate.
On the wrong side of it.
Well, yeah, he needed it.
Plays a check. He's really good at that shot.
Yeah, he's landed on the cushion though. It's not the best. It's not where you want to be. A little miscue or you miss this to the right or something and you're going to be dirty. That's nice. See, even though it's a routine shot, guys, at this stage of the match, when you've been behind by so much and you're getting closer and closer and you make a simple error by falling out of position, making that next shot just a little bit more difficult for yourself, you put yourself under that much pressure, you're liable to miss it. It's getting close now, guys. I did call it, and
You did say it. It was like a turning point.
I like to say at least 90% of you out there, when you would have looked here half an hour ago, would have said, these guys are crazy for giving him 8 start. But in all fairness, Vinnie wasn't playing well. And George won more frames than Vinnie at one stage, which isn't meant to happen when you have a B playing a master. It does happen, but it shouldn't. And in my opinion, Vinnie still is not free-flowing. He's still only at about 75-80%.
And what does George have to do right now, Chris, to win this match? Is it even in his hands?
Yes, it is in his hands. He will get another opportunity, I feel, but he's going to have a shot that's going to test him, and he's going to have to cue it nice and sweet and back himself, not overhit it. Because if he goes to what his mind tells him to do and overhit it, he's going to most probably miss it real badly. And the more he keeps missing shots badly, he's just going to feel the pinch more and more. And like you said, George already said he doesn't feel like he's going to win another frame. It's like that's his way of handling it. But deep down, he'll be feeling that as well.
What is he announcing to the universe? He says that out loud.
Yeah, well, he's just trying to take some pressure off himself.
But in essence, he's actually affirming to himself he's not going to win another frame.
Oh, it's a great try. He went off 2 rails there, tried to play.
And he's got the save.
Well, he knew he was leaving the white there, and he played out. He didn't smash it. He played it with the right pace to go in the pocket, but missed it. The white was going to stay there. So there was some element of judgment there. George has called the bottom pocket to the right of your screen. George is good at getting out of snookers, I found last week. He didn't miss many against me. Ooh, suspect. Too close to tell.
Suspect, but there's no referee there, so we're going to keep on going. I think it was okay. It was close. He's good queuing here from Vinnie.
Well, like I said, it was too close to tell, and I honestly believe there was a foul, and George believed it was. He would have said something.
Yeah.
So, no worries here. This is where Vinny's got to clear him up. He clears this up, he wins. Simple. He wins the match from here. This is the frame that wins the match.
And if Vinnie makes an error,
He'll lose. I honestly believe that.
get that magic rack out of the way. Vinnie's smiling, but he's not really smiling. His mouth's smiling, but his eyes aren't.
Yeah, he just didn't get into that ball. He wanted to have more side, and you have to hit that ball a lot straighter. But it's worked out well. Vinnie will be feeling it now.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, we're going to watch the master go to work. And Vinnie Calabrese is a master, and he's just showing everyone out there what a little glimpse of what he's
got to make
capable
sure
of.
he doesn't play it off the rail here, but he might go in off. But if he screw it straight up, there you go. Screw it straight up. A lot of people played it off the rail, and then they go in off in the centre, and they go, why did that happen? That's beautiful.
He's got that ball in the string right now, Chris.
Yeah, it's better than a bungee rope. Nice. 13-12.
Yeah, now Vinnie will be favourite.
So, I'd like to say hello to all the people out there. See you next Tuesday. Made some comments before. Half an hour ago, would have been licking your chops. But that's poor. It changes like that. But in all fairness, Vinnie started hitting some form, and George missed 2 vital shots to maybe finish the match. And that's all it takes. George could have easily won this 15-5. And everyone would have said, Vinny's crazy. Who does he think he is? But now, this is what happens. And they're having a little talk.
Vinnie talking.
They're talking about what they're going to have for dinner tonight.
What are they talking for now?
Yeah, they're just talking, having fun.
What are they saying to each other?
I think George is naturally saying, oh man, you're playing really good. Just trying to take his focus off.
Yeah, trying to take his focus off.
But he's got away with it again. He's 1 and the 9 are tied up. 1 rail kick, yeah, it's quite good. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to City Heroes. Walter, the owner and operator of City Heroes, takes very good care of us here. Thank you very much to you. You've got brand new cloths on all these tables here. He's got over 35 tables and 2 snooker tables, internet cafe, food. We've got refreshments. He sells all cues and accessories. So if you're in their area, or even if you're not, just catch a train in. It's Town Hall Museum Station, and it's only a 5-minute walk. Very friendly staff here, very good conditions. Come and play.
And if you're going to go after this match is over, I've just been informed by somebody that my best friend Kimpton is backing another player against me to play a money match right after this is over.
So there's going to be another match tonight?
Yeah, just a quick race to 5. Kimpton's putting $50 up in Luke Hoff's place, the Giant Killer, previous state champion, and they're going to play against. So I'm going to play against Luke, against my mate's money. Does that make sense?
As long as it's not costing you any money, it makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm not being backed. Luke, Kimmo's backing my opponent.
Yeah, but if you win,
I'm going to win money anyway.
you're going to win. That makes sense.
So don't go anywhere after this, guys. There'll be another quick fun money match afterwards. Unless there's another set.
Unless there's another set, and that's a good shot by George there. You know what? I like the shot George has played there. He's still thinking about the game. He'd be a bit annoyed at the moment, but he's handling himself very well.
I don't think George would ever think he's out of it. I mean, he's up 13-12.
Yes, you're right, but he wouldn't have thought it. He wouldn't have thought it would be 13-12 45 minutes ago.
That's cool, dude. That's
yeah,
cool.
that is cool. And George, you know what, has played it long enough to know about the ups and downs of pool.
Yeah, and this is a messy rack. This rack is not open. The 4 and the 9, the 8 are together. I don't know, Vinnie. I know what Vinnie can do to open him up. I know what he's going to do here. Because would you use the 3 ball to open him up? It's very far away.
I don't
from
know.
those
If
balls.
you land where that 5 ball is with the white, is that 4 on? I don't know. I can't see from here. If it is, then you don't do anything. But I don't think it is because he hasn't taken the shot yet. Obviously, the 2 can go into the 8, but then you've got the 3 up here, but you don't want to hit the bottom of it. So you could pot the 1, leave the white a bit more towards the middle of the table, play the 2 and try and kiss the 8 full ball.
He's having a really long think, and you know, Vinnie, if Vinnie takes 30 seconds on a shot, it's like a normal player taking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, he's taking a long think about this. He knows the score. He knows what's going on. It's 13 frames to 12. Vinnie's come a long way the last couple of years, man. He's starting to really grow as a player.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know, but Vinny's never really dedicated himself to pool. This year he's decided he's not going to play any snooker. He's just going to give pool a good shot. In the past he's always been snooker first, and then he'd play the odd tournament here or there, and he's most probably on a 35-40% win ratio of winning the tournament. So he's most probably played in about 7-8 tournaments and he's won. That's just, I've just lost what I was saying. That's lazy, and you can't afford to do that this time. He's got away with it, I'll be honest. He has got away with it, but it is very lazy.
Stuff like that gives hope to the Mariglis camp, and also feeds George.
Of course.
Seeing things like this from your opponent. See little...
Hit this one properly, and he pots a 6. The white normally follows. Oh, he played it that way. Oh.
Opportunity here afforded to George Mariglis.
Yeah.
The opportunity came from a pretty good save. He's going to make sure he makes a nominated ball here, which is either the 1 or the 6.
George has to run 10 balls. They're all there.
He's calling the 6 ball.
Just depends where the 1 stops.
Yeah. So he played that shot better than what Vinnie played earlier.
He played it bad. You know what he should have did? He should have tried to pot the 1 as well. He should have hit the other jaw. Both balls would have went in, and he would have had the 2 next. And if it doesn't, it stays over the pocket. He hit the wrong side. That's the modelling agency calling Barry. He's late for his Calvin Klein ad.
That's true. If you guys don't know out there, I actually do a bit of part-time modelling.
It's a hand model, but nevertheless, it's modelling. Oh, that's beautiful.
No, he's going to leave this up. He's going to leave this up. Another opportunity here for George. He's good at these long shots. He doesn't bash them.
He's stunning it. Can't really rolling it in. See, he hit it sweet. See what I mean?
Yeah, he hit that better. That's how he should hit those balls before that he missed.
Of course. Right, so you can't really. You just got to hit the second diamond here on the 3rd rail, closest to us. You just hit the 1st rail. Oh, I don't like it. Look at that, gentlemen. See, he hit the wrong diamond. Now he's made it a little bit tough for himself.
To hit the second diamond, he should have used more side.
Correct. Or hit it a touch slower, so the side reacts more. Now he's lost the white, and he's lost the 3. But that's all.
Lost the frame.
That's all from the bad shot. It was a simple shot. You have to hit 9 o'clock on the ball, and he hit about 7. Did you say my name there? Did you want to say my name there?
No, but you know, Vinny's got the ball really deep in the hole. That's like hanging in the hole with the shelf. These balls are really hard to control. What would you do here in this situation,
I have
Chris?
to really see it, but sometimes you try and hit the cushion first, but it looks like it's too deep. I'll do exactly that.
That's plum.
We should have said nothing because there's a 15-second delay. We could have just got away with that.
It looks like, as long as the 8 ball passes the 9,
And it does.
it looks like we're going to have a deadlock scoreline.
Oh, he nearly missed that. How was it?
His pockets are huge, Chris.
Yeah, no, but look where he's left himself. Nothing. Yeah, the pockets are big, guys. It wasn't our intentions when the tables were getting done to have the pocket this size, but as a
Because we've been playing on really tight tables.
this is generally the tightest table, but the cushions were changed with another table because of a communication problem. But we'll try and rectify it over the coming time. He's played a double.
What a double! Oh, beautiful shot, Vinnie.
He's got it, but that's not a way you want to try
On the wrong side of the
He'll
eight.
just float this off 2 rails with a bit of side. Just got to hit it sweet, nothing special. That's it, boom, boom. Here's your daddy.
The way you got to win, but sometimes you have to pull off those recovery shots or those clutch shots.
Yeah, you have to put yourself in those positions. Not from what he had. It was silly. He could have easily missed the double. 13 all, ladies and gentlemen, and just to let all those women out there know that Justin Sage has just walked in the arena.
Everyone's practicing nowadays, Chris.
Everyone's practicing, yeah. It's quite funny, you know. And I enjoy seeing it. I know you do, Barry.
Yeah, I do.
You know, I can honestly say the last month, a lot of people are coming down here, and you know, we enjoy it. If we can help out City Heroes as much as they've helped us, we just love to help out. So if you want to come down and shoot some pool and watch some good pool at any given time, even if there's not a match on. George said he wants to play a race to 13. So there you go, off. I think he threw a bit extra on that because he heard George. You know what I mean? When you hear someone, you just throw a bit extra on. And
George has it. This is an open table, guys.
he needs it clear. If he wants it,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all near the pockets. 8, 9
this
in the
would
pockets.
this will
Everything's in
show.
the pocket.
This will be a big test of his character right here if he can
George is very
hold
capable
himself
of
together.
holding this rack out.
Well,
Very capable.
more capable, say, 10 frames ago than now.
Well, yeah, 10 frames ago was easier for him to do. You're right. You're right.
His arm was flowing. That 6 ball, he's got a. He's lucky they're all linking up. He's lucky all the balls link
So
up.
I'm saying this is a very easy rack to run.
But sorry, guys. What I was saying is, anytime you come down here in the evening, you're a good chance to see 2 or 3 players in the top 5 in the state here playing. And you know, I don't think you would see that any other place. So if you ever get an opportunity, come here and shoot some good pool.
Support Walter.
Support Walter and City Heroes. Oh, he's up to hit it? Nah, it's fine.
Well, the key shot here is, of course, 6 to 7.
Not much can really go wrong. I guess
yeah,
it is a key shot, I
It's a
guess.
key shot.
I think 7 to 8 is more key.
Yeah, because
He's got to come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Come back on that
The
side.
6 to 7, he doesn't have a lot of angle. He can force it, but he's got to have the right angle on the 7 on the 8. And that's over if he does that.
So this shot, he's going to have to give it a good, nice little stroke. And how's he playing? He's playing with bottom. He's bridging off the. I feel like he's stunning it, to be honest.
He's played it well. He's going to get there.
Good
He's
shot.
going to get there. It's beautiful. Plum, plum, plum.
And that was all from an in-off. The ultimate sin.
The Ben Union off this we discussed earlier.
What would they do now? If this lands short, Vinny's a chance. Oh. That's fine. That was a good run out by George. He needed it, and he knows he needed it.
Under the pressure as well.
He was lucky it was a road map, as they call it.
Oh, the antics have started. So George Mariglis on the hill now, 14
hill.
frames to 3, and wow, are we getting treated to some real pool tonight? A feast of pool. This is what people want to see, Chris.
Yep.
You don't know what's going to happen.
What are you calling? What are you calling off George's break here?
I think it's highly unlikely he's going to break and run out.
He's not going to hit it that hard that he's going to go in off. He's trying to hit plain ball. So I don't think he'll pot a ball, but I think he'll hit it nice and square, and the white will come back to about the baulk line. I don't think he's going to overhit it. But they always say the last break you play,
He's talking as much as he can now.
they always say the last break you play is most of the time where you make a foul.
Yeah, because people usually put on that extra
So let's see,
extra bit
everyone,
of
we've
juice.
been watching George play all day, and he's been hitting the ball nice and sweet for the break. And he's done it again, basically. He put a little bit extra juice, but not much.
He made a ball.
So he made sure of it.
Oh, this is a dream break. This is a dream break.
He's got to play a delicate shot here, though. This is pure timing right here.
What do you mean by delicate shot? What does
Well,
he
he's
have
got
to
to
do
hold
here?
for the 1. He's got to hold for the 3.
Play a half ball kiss on the 4. Is that what you see? or-
No, you don't want to try that because then you might put the 4 in front of the 3 and he won't be able to play down the bottom. He's got to come up
Just
past the 4. It's
Slow
not-
roll this or
No, he's got to hold it with the white. He's got to hold you've got to dig into it and hit it sweet so it holds.
like how he's doing now.
It's like a little pinch shot.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the shot. He got away with it. I would have played to come on the inside of the 5 and hit the 5. That was a little delicate grab, a little tightened shot. Big shot here. Oh, sweet.
Hit that good, man.
That's the best shot I've seen him hit. That's confidence. He ran those last 10 balls. Got his arm going.
He knows that he's stretching.
It's all right. He's
Should be
used to
alright.
stretching.
But he knows he can get out now.
He's landing on the right side.
Will Vinnie get another opportunity at the table?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They're pretty nice, There's nothing like you have to travel to get to.
Six to black. Six to
Leave
black
himself.
is the only. It's not even hard.
There's nothing there. You've just got to leave the white.
Just got to. George Mariglis just has to hold his nerve, guys. Do what he's trained himself to do. Give himself a nice angle on the 6.
He can just drop this in, land back in the middle of the table and play a long 8, or he can go back past it.
I like playing the 8 in the corner.
Yeah,
here.
I think that's what he'll do. Just a touch of the left-hand side, straighten the white up, pretty much get a dead straight shot on the 8. Looks like he's stunning it. Oh no, he's just rolling it. See how he plays that shot? Like he rolls it. He's overhit it. He's overhit it.
He's played for the middle. This is the ball
he
he played for
didn't-
the
he
middle.
didn't play for
He's on
the
the other side of the black. He's on the wrong side of the black
He
now.
didn't play for the middle. I'll tell you that. He
He
overhit
played for it in the corner.
He overhit it. Now things have changed. He's going to have to travel the white.
1, 2, 3 rounds. Should be alright though.
Yeah, should be alright.
It's a textbook shot.
It is.
1, 2, 3. He's going to be on the wrong side.
He's going to land short. Nah, it's going to
Right,
be
wow.
nice. Not with these beautiful cloths.
1. This is like a deja vu of the last frame.
Yeah.
So he did break and run out. I said it's highly unlikely he's going to break and run out, and he did.
What kind of commentator are you?
I've been calling everything wrong today, man.
No, it was a good out. The last 2 frames of George was very good.
Well done, George. Well done. Good match, guys. Great match. Thank you very, very much, guys, at home watching the match. I'm going to do a quick post-match interview.
you do it.
Yep. You guys can go straight on again?
Yeah, well, we've got another set, guys.
Yeah, let's
So
go. Let's go another set. Why not? Let's go.
he wants to go again.
So I'm going to have a quick 2-minute break.
Yep, you go and I'll wait for
I'm
you.
back in just a couple of minutes, okay?
Yeah, Graham will guard it with his life. So I'm having a look around the room and see David Rogic, Ramo. You going? You got myself, Vinnie, Barry. You got 5 guys here inside the top 10 in the stadium. So it's very good here. We'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. Oh, right over there. don't get it wrong. I'm good. Who's playing that? Who's playing that? Doesn't take much time to walk by and take it. All right, so we're starting again, guys. And Vinny's picked up from where he left off with a good break with the white ball in. But he's potted 4 balls, including the white. I'm looking to the next table, and you got Sean Oglesby there, one of the up-and-coming players in Sydney. He's played in a couple of big tournaments representing Australia, and he's done quite well. So, got some talent in the room tonight. So I'm interested to see how George plays. He should be free-flowing, got nothing to lose, potentially to get another couple hundred in his pocket. Yeah, I just want to see what he brings. So it's good. George makes those shots so hard for himself with the way that he cues it. He's got the end of the rest. That's the unit he was using then, so close to the white ball. It just makes it so much harder to cue the ball. Played a double, and he's gone straight in off. He was thinking about giving the game up then, but he decided not to. So the 8 just went in. Now he's on the 9. Yeah, he's timing the ball better now. One nil. Jumping. So we've started like the last set, guys. George winning the first frame. He's gone to a 9-0 lead. I'm watching the way these guys set the balls up, and I've noticed the 1, the 2, and the 3 always on this side. Just something that's just stuck in my head. I don't know why. Just thought I'd mention it. 2 in. It's landed on the 1. So he's definitely changed his break from last week. He's taken twice the amount of speed off, and he's just hitting the front ball square in the face. That way he's not going in off. He still has control. He's not giving ball in hand. Oh, he's starting to feel it now. It could be in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. All right, so I would just drop this in with a stun screw to play the 5 into the center. Let's see what he does. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. There was no need to hit the ball that hard. And that's the difference. That's why Vinny's giving start, because at the end of the day, yes, George is good, but he still plays the wrong shots. That's why he's a B grade. That's a big shot. That phone would have been gone. Overran it a little bit, but still be all right. Just got to hit this speed. Just let the white ball come off the rail and back out. Quick tables here. Don't have to do much with it. That's fine. I got one. Actually, think it'll be power. Maybe power. Should be 2-0 here, guys. How are you playing this? I can't see the angle. Follow through, back out a bit. There you go. He's landed on the rail. Just careless. Ah, sweet. In the heart of the pocket. That's 2-0. Again, dream start for George. Nightmare start for Vinnie. Well, there's the 1 and the 2 again. Let's see if we can get the 3. There you go. What did I say? 1, 2, and 3. Always on this side. First time he was off target. There's a slight window here. Very slight. George has got a phone call. Oh, he's a genius. He's played for the draw as a rail. It's called the top right-hand pocket. Off 2 rails, I think, or off 1. Thank you. He's playing off 1 rail, trying to come right behind it. Ooh, bad luck. He's kind of pushed the 2, 3, and 4 together. I don't know if that 2 will... When you hit enough of the 2 to make the plan on for the 3. I think Vinny's going to go into the 2 and the 3 at the same time here and hope for a little bit of something. There we go, a little bit of magic. That's what they call a little bit of magic. It's landed a bit awkward because he's got to go into the 4. He hasn't got much room for where the 3 is. Yeah, that's a good shot. Alright, so basically you just got to run the table. It's pretty much that simple, guys. A player of his calibre should. And there's just no other way of looking at it. You don't clear it, you're in trouble. He's overran that a little bit, but it's alright. He's back in line now. Just hold this here. What's he playing here? He's playing 3 rails. Let's hit the 9. And he's made this shot a lot more tougher, and he's got to get on the 9 as well now. And that was from the poor positional shot. Rushed it a little bit in my opinion. He just was a bit quick on that 7 ball to get onto the 8. Should have made sure, had plenty of room there. And some people would say he shouldn't have went that way. He should have just went off 1 rail, 2 rails side to side rails. That way you take the 9 out of play. You go nowhere near the 9. So I like the 3 rail shot. But, you know, he plays that shot another 10 times and he makes sure he plays it perfect 10 times. But this one time he didn't. And it's cost him 3-0, which means 11-0. Just want to say a big shout out to my beautiful wife, Em, if she's watching. Happy anniversary today. 3 years. We've accomplished a lot together in the last 3 years. Got a beautiful baby, Alira. So, love you heaps, darling. I'll be home soon. Please make sure dinner's cooked. He's called the corner off the rail. He's fooled everyone. Hey, you know what? He's got a free shot here. Plays a nice stop shot or just a roll through. He's automatically got shape. One good shot in, he's got the frame. George has won the first. Barry's just returning.
Break, guys. Been here for 3 matches in a row, so need a little break.
Barry's just returning with. Just let you know, Barry. George has won the first 3.
Yeah, I can see that. 11-0.
Vinnie should have won the last frame. Played a poor positional shot. Had a tougher shot on the 7 that he would have liked, and he drawed it. And that's where we're at. George ran out the second and had only one opportunity in the first and ran that out.
George found another gear now?
In the first 2 frames, it looked like he did, yeah. And then he missed a routine shot in the first.
He's $200 richer at the moment. He's up. He's got no pressure. Even if he loses, he's had a great time.
Well, that's right. He's had a great time. You can say he's beat a Calabrese. Well, oh, that's one of the hardest shots, actually. He had to put a lot of bottom. He had to hit that a lot softer in order to get that white ball to bow more, to hit the one, to come up. The harder you hit it, a lot of people don't realise, the harder you hit it, it doesn't have that force, doesn't have that time that delayed time it needs to move up. Got a bit of a crowd here, Barry. A group of guys just came in.
It's awesome to see people that don't really know much about ball. We're all hanging around here watching us commentate and watching this match happen and unfold.
You know, it's a good boost to your ego too. If you're playing, you feel like, well, you know, I've got to perform now. And when you do, you just feel good. And that's what it's all about, guys. Because you know, hopefully we get some players from Sydney improving and getting to that next level where they're going to be overseas. And this is the conditions they're going to have, and it's going to be even harder. And you're not going to have the home ground advantage, but you're going to have all the people there. So the quicker we can get used to it in a smaller scale, we're going to give us more of a chance when it gets to a bigger scale.
Absolutely, but at the moment, Vinnie is 11-0 down in a race to 15.
Yep.
George just has to win 4. Vinnie's got to pull out some kind of performance similar to what he did before.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, you're right. He has to win 4, but to make it sound even worse, Vinnie can't let him win more than 3, which is 4. But it puts him on the hill. It's the difference from saying 4 or 3. Like once you're on the hill, it's just massive. You see that shot? I don't even like that shot. A slow roll. I would have punched that. Stun follow. Stun follow. You don't leave anything to chance, especially when you're in a position like this. And from Vinnie's snooker background, he should know that, because on snooker table, around the black, they hardly ever, in Australia, maybe overseas it's different because they've got the slick cloth, but overseas, in Australia, we always stun follow. You just don't leave anything to chance.
Really shaking his head, looking at the scoreboard, thinking to himself, I've got a mountain to climb here. But I tell you what, if there's one man in the room right now who can do it, it's Vinnie.
Definitely Vinnie, because he's the man playing. He keeps getting that white close to the centre. He's not hitting a flush.
He made a ball or 2?
I think 1 ball.
Yeah, he need to make 1 more.
Yeah, he made 1. But there's not much there. You can play a deep screw to try and bite a ball, but there's no value. See, I don't know. I don't like this.
He's going to aim for the 6.
Yeah, he's playing a double, but what have you got?
What's going to happen with the white ball? Where's it going to go? Oh my God, I'll tell you where it's going to go. It's going to go perfect. Where's the white ball going? Where's that white ball going?
Yeah, it's a low percentage shot, I thought, anyway. I don't really like it. I don't like it, Barry.
You don't like it, but you know, I had an old friend of mine a long time ago. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. His name is Dion. We used to work together in Coogee.
Yep. That's
and
a
he
good
used to
shot.
say, it's not what you wanted, But it's just what you needed.
Oh, okay. So there's a good recovery there. Like that shot that Vinnie played up and down, it's not as hard as what you think, but you still got to play it.
Had a drag shot there in the 3. That was interesting. He's very good at playing that shot and trying to spear the ball.
Yeah, but did you see how quick he got up? It's like the cue. It looked to me like the cue. When you play a drag shot, ladies and gentlemen, you want the tip to stay on the cue ball as long as possible. So it's like they're glued together for like 2 seconds. And he was already up, and his cue was still on the tip. The ball was still on the tip. Sorry, but it's worked out fine. Hopefully, he doesn't get a kick from the rack, and it's 1 frame to Vinnie.
So that one miss from George has now cost him 2 frames. We're all hoping to cost him a few more and get this game going.
Yeah, we want a close match at the end of the day.
I spoke to Vinnie in the middle of this match after we finished the first set, the second set, and George was like, let's go play another set straight away. He was up for it. And I asked Vinnie, what do you think? And Vinnie said to me, he's not going to beat me twice with 8-star. I said, 8-star, Vinnie. You should not think of it like you lost.
Yeah.
You shouldn't think of it like you lost because...
it's not being cocky. Look, honestly, Vinnie's my brother. We talk a lot. And when I found out he was playing George, yes, I did say like everyone else a lot of stuff, but I'd back Vinnie every day. You know what I mean? Like he's not playing the way he normally does. But if he plays the way he can play, even at 85%, he wins all day. And George knows that. Even George said it last game. He just won. We should have made a race to 13. He's too good. And it's still not showing what Vinnie can play, what he can do. Vinnie's still, it's like he's in 3rd gear and there's 5 gears, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's also a testament to the situation and the pressure.
Exactly.
He's not practicing. He's playing for money.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But what I'm trying to say is if Vinnie plays his full potential and George plays his full potential, Vinnie wins all day.
Yeah.
So, and that's what tournament play and pressure is all about. People that can play close as possible to their full potential will win. It's not always the best player that will win. It's whoever plays the best to their ability at that moment will win.
I want to say a big special shout out to my mate that I saw today. He came by and visited me at work. We had a really good conversation at the shop. He's Michael Sharp, everybody out there, if you all know Michael Sharp.
Yes,
a friend of mine. He's a sponsor of Chris Calabrese.
Yes, that's right. He's my sponsor with his brand, which is Q Creator with McDermott. And they've just come on board and doing some really big things in Australia and throughout the world. They sponsored a big snooker ranking tournament over in Europe a month ago. So
we're in talks right now, working on a contract to get me on board as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
According to him, it's not about how great I play pool, but I look really good within the queue.
Well, hey, both are encouraging. Absolutely.
It'd be really great to be part of the McDermott team, and he's also a sponsor. He's going to be helping out in the future with our SPCCM as well.
Yeah, that's right. So we're in talks. Michael's only too happy to help. He likes pool. He loves Q Sports. He enjoys watching. He enjoys the people, and anything he can help, he's willing to put his name and some of his time and money into it as well. So that's great for us players.
For all you guys out at home, Michael Sharp now with McDermott they've actually engineered.
There's all with Michael Sharp, it's called McDermott. Michael Sharp, he gets all these cues through McDermott, and what they specialise in is making your screw to the way that you want it. So it's a handmade cue. So if you want feathers on it, it'll come with feathers.
That's right. The Q Creator brand, you can ask for as many splices as you want.
Anything you
different
want.
Different types of stones, different types of patterns. They'll tailor make a cue just for you, which is rare amongst top companies.
Absolutely.
You can pay thousands of dollars elsewhere for something like that. But McDermott Q does it at a very affordable price, and you can actually go on their site and tailor the cue. They've got a program, you can actually make it yourself.
That's right.
And they'll build it for you. It doesn't take long either, just a few weeks and it's ready.
And if you jump on their site, which is
McDermott Qs.
Yes, McDermott Qs, but Michael Sharp, so it's michaelsharp.com or qcurator.com, and you'll see a friend of Michael Sharp's, which his name is Dr. Q, which we all know in Vegas.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And he's one of the most knowledgeable persons about cues and the way they're meant to be made. And he had a lot of input, and he's put his name behind it as well in this cue that they've made.
Trust me, this new shaft they're bringing out is revolutionary. It's a wooden shaft, it's a splash shaft, with a graphite core which hasn't been done, which I can't believe no one's thought about doing that before.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes...
Because my Mez Hybrid 2 shaft is a brilliant shaft. It's a one-piece maple shaft with a carbon graphite core. It plays amazing. Then you got the 3142 brands, any 314 brand, which is a splice shaft.
Yes.
But it's a hollow splice shaft. It's going to be like a little hollow space in the ferrule. But then you got the McDermott brand, which is bringing out the one that's got the filling, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to try it.
Which I think is great, because they're trying something different and they're getting results with it. So that's good, you know, because you just don't want to make the same equipment that everyone else has. You want to try and improve things.
Oh yeah.
And
well, Dr. Q reckons it's the best shaft I've ever played with. And that's big coming from him.
What I liked about it, obviously I'm used to my own cue, but what I liked about it is I could pick it up straight away and play all the shots that I can play with my cue.
Straight away?
I don't have to,
No adjusting?
No adjusting.
See, when I bought the Revo shaft, I played with a Revo shaft, which is the new carbon graphite shaft from Predator.
You don't know what it is. It's just a black cue.
Yeah, but it's got, in all fairness, it's got a very hard hit. It's got lower deflection than a Z2 shaft.
Yes, it does.
And it's pretty amazing, but it took me a long time to even get remotely used to it. And honestly, it's been 6 months, and I'm still trying to get used to it. Whereas with a wooden shaft, you're automatically feeling it.
You got a lot more feel.
Yeah.
And that's when I had a couple of shots with your cue.
Yeah.
I mentioned that, and I said, this cue, the technology has advanced so much. It actually makes it too easy, if that makes any sense. So your screw back is...
Yeah, but how many times do you see me overplaying shots nowadays with a new cue? It is hard to control.
It is very hard to control.
But I'm still sticking with it until that new shaft comes out. I'm still sticking with it. For all of you out there that don't know, I own 25 different cues, and I have multiple shafts for almost every cue.
And I'll buy one of the cues off you real cheap. But here we go. Vinny's got another one on the board.
Yeah, 11 frames to 4. So since I've sat down, Vinny's won the last 4.
I'm just trying to think back to the first set. Was it 11-4 at one stage, or was it higher than that?
One stage, Vinny was George had been up 5. No, it was 5 frames apiece, so it was 13-5 at one stage.
Okay. No, it's good. And look at that, guys. I've been mentioning it a lot. The 1, the 3, and the 2 always on this side. And they're not meaning this. They're just setting them up, and it's just the way it happens. Maybe because of the way they're pulling them out of the tray and the way that they go in.
Falling in the ball.
Yeah. I don't know. It's irrelevant why I'm saying it, but it's in my head. I just keep seeing it every time I set up the balls.
In this situation, Chris is low on the 1 ball. Can he force it to get back to the 2? Is it even worth it?
Looks like he's going to try, but there you go.
Wow.
It's a great shot.
Screamer of a shot.
He doesn't get a kiss. It's unlucky. It's a very unlucky shot.
Saying, is it worth taking that opportunity, risking it?
Well, he's a bit of an exhibitionist, so he took the chance. He's unlucky.
Yeah.
He's a bit unlucky. I didn't think he could hit it that well and not hit the 10, to be honest. I thought it would have bowed out too much. I thought he should have played it down the rail, and the white would have came here and would have left the white on the rail down here. He played the ball on the bottom. That was a harder shot. He's thinking about it.
He's in trouble here. He's got to hit this ball. He's going to try and do that Mick Eamon shot.
It bows around?
Bows around the rail.
Yeah, it's a hard shot.
The reason why I say Mick Eamon, there's a special match. Exactly the same thing happened. There's a special match where Mick Eamon played Efren Reyes in the Derby City Classic in the semi-final. It's about 9 or 10 years ago. And Reyes donated him 7-0.
Nice.
And then one shot he had was that particular kick shot.
Did he make it?
No, same thing.
Did he hit it?
No,
Oh.
same thing.
Well, it's not much of a story. All it was just set up the same.
But the interesting
Same result, though.
same result. Mick Eamon.
So, Say George and Mick and him are the same.
I don't think so. Mick Kimmon's a multiple world champion and back-to-back US Open winner.
Yeah, he's good.
Amazing. He's good. He's a really good player. Man.
I had the pleasure of meeting him when I went to the World Cup of Pool in England a couple of years ago, and yeah, he's a real nice guy. Very humble, very quiet, very short. I thought he was a lot taller. They're very short, these pool players.
He is short.
He's very short. He's about Vinny's height. And
Just saw him once in Vegas, and I
Yeah.
stood next to him, and I was like,
you felt tall. You felt big.
I was expecting to see him lazy. I was expecting to see him a lot larger than what he was.
That's a lazy shot there, boys and
It was a
girls.
lazy shot.
Should never, ever do that.
It looks lazy because Vinny's very, very quick. I mean, I know he's focusing, but yeah, you don't expect him to miss shots like that. This is a golden opportunity for George.
No, it's just stupid.
4 balls. These aren't hard for George.
Unless he's landed off straight. He might have to screw it off the rail and back out. Yeah, see, that was the only thing I was worried about. No, it's fine.
Played it really well. Really good speed. He's
That was just
virtually straight.
that was the laziest shot I've ever seen.
Could have been 11-5, but now it's going to be 12-4.
Yeah, that's huge.
It is huge. It is huge. He's played this perfect on the black return.
That's perfect. That's what you want as a right-hander. Just off, just like half, well, a little bit less than half ball, but you can punch it off 2 rails with a bit of left-hand side, and that's the perfect shot for us. 1, 2, boom. Yeah, Vinny will be hurting about that.
Man,
That's-
the more George plays, the more used to the tables he gets.
Yeah.
The more I don't really feel like playing him in 3 weeks'
Well,
time.
like I said, if I play him again, it'll be 5-start alternate breaking and non-negotiable.
Alternate. Yeah, alternate.
Sorry, winner
break,
breaks.
you mean.
Sorry, winner breaks, not negotiable.
Yeah, he's getting stronger and stronger week in, week out.
Here we go, the
He's
2.
loving it. The 3's on the
Oh,
other side.
he's ruined it.
Ruined it.
He's ruined it. I swear it's been at least 85% of the time. Is he breaking with his own cue? He is too.
Well, why not? You get the same
He's
kind
not
of
hitting that
control.
hard, though.
The only reason why we use brake cues is we don't damage the tip, because you still get to break the same with the plane cue.
That's funny because when I use my playing cue and I try and break with it, I can't get anything white ball to do anything.
Here we
That
go.
was actually a very good shot by George. Break. He actually popped the white up. I like that break.
Score is 12-4 to George with an 8 start. So you know what? Even with the 8 start, it's still 4 apiece.
Well, that last frame was the big one, wasn't it? It was a two frame swing.
And that's what we were saying earlier. When you're giving someone a handicap, you really have to get off to a big start. You can't let them get away. If they keep going frame for frame, there's no chance that Vinny's going to win this. He really has to string a few frames together. And that's Justin Sage standing behind Vinny there. He's practicing on the table next to him. Vinny and Justin are playing a match in a few weeks' time, I heard.
Yeah, the date's not set, but they are. They
That's
will
going to be a cracker. It's going to be 8-ball discipline.
Not in Justin, I'd say so.
He's
But the
an
rule,
8-ball specialist.
we're making a new rule too. If you play someone and you play a discipline, the loser has the option
Changing
of the rematch as when they can get a preferred date, and it can be any discipline they want. Because the last thing I want is just people playing the same discipline.
When gambling, the preferred discipline is 10-ball though.
Well, throughout the world it is, yes, with American pool. Because 8-ball is just, it's too easy. It's easy for everyone, but you break, you can always pot a ball. With 10-ball, you break, it's not guaranteed you're going to get a ball. 9-ball, it's just too cutthroat. And flukes are
Cutthroat. 9 off the break, you lose a frame.
Yeah, that's just silly. I think if you're playing 9-ball, you've got to have conditions. But I haven't got any at this stage. But if someone challenged me, I might have to
in a
quickly...
money match,
edit.
normally, sorry Chris for interrupting you, but
No,
normally
you're
in a money match, when you're playing 9-ball, they usually agree that 9-ball gets respotted
Correct.
when they're playing 9-ball.
And sometimes they agree. Yeah.
Again, Vinny's landed with the white ball in the bottom rail and the one in the double booking position.
You might have a crack at this.
Yeah, 'cause he wants to start stringing some frames together.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad option. You can't really do much. Can't snooker him or anything. If that black wasn't there, I'd say play the snooker. I'm just playing safe. You gotta play good safe though. It's not good.
That isn't good at all.
Might have just got there.
He's got a good white ball, though.
Did he get there? If he can hit a quarter of that one, he'll just hit it into the ball, and he'll call the 8. That one had to be further in the middle of the table. I'm just having a look around. We've got a good 20, 22 people watching this. It's pretty good. There's a bit of a buzz. People are like, what's going on here? People that we don't even know. So it's good.
Like I said recently in a
There we go.
conversation I had, that we are starting to create...
He didn't call that. Sorry.
Didn't call it.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just
I think he
automatic.
would call it.
It's just automatic.
We're starting to create a new culture for the game and another avenue for people to express themselves in the game. Because here's my thinking on this, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my personal opinion.
Great shot.
See, most people don't want to play in New South Wales tournaments because actuality, only 4, 5, 6 people can actually win a tournament, and they don't feel like they have the value there. But it is great experience, it is practice, it is everything else. But people want to play money matches because they know they can beat so-and-so. They know they can play someone of their caliber and they have a chance of winning. And even if they're playing someone slightly better, they know the handicap's going to even things out.
That's right.
So it's very exciting for Paul, very exciting for people out there. And I'm getting private messages getting called out by people I don't even know. I should never mind.
Maybe you haven't heard of.
I don't even know these people.
They're most probably genius.
It's great, it's great.
No, it is good. It's just created more awareness, I guess. People are just interested more. They're like, oh, what's going on? You know, I put on Facebook, there's 10, 12 messages. What's going on? This and that.
Oh, yeah.
People talking about this, people saying that. It's good.
When Vinnie's playing, he makes the game look ridiculously easy, doesn't he?
It does. It does.
But I guarantee you at home, guys, he does focus intently on everything he does. He's just he thinks quick, he talks quick, he walks quick, and he plays pool quick, but he's focused.
He's like Jason Shaw. He's very quick, but he gets it. You know, he knows exactly what he wants to do every time. And like you said, there's quick players out there, and it's not because they see the game quicker. They see the shots quicker. There you go. 1, 2, and 3 there.
Same starting with the
Same
4.
side. Yeah, throw the 4 in there, just for fun.
So the score is now 12 frames to 6.
Oh, there's the
There's
white.
another Ben Union scratch. It's like the 3rd or 4th time I see him do that today. He's really got to avoid that. And look, every time he's scratched, he's given a ball in hand, and almost all the balls over the holes.
It's careless.
Almost all of them over the holes.
He's not even hitting them as hard as he was the other day, so he should have more control on it.
2-hour positional shot here from George. You go for 3, on the 2.
Do you think he'll play that, or you'll just screw it?
I would play 2-hour. Wouldn't you play 2
Oh,
hours?
2 hours, sorry, yeah. I thought you meant he was going to go figure 8. Yeah, you just screw it, yeah. He's my
Oh, he's
sniffing
got a
off here.
different way.
Oh,
I would have come off 2 hours using
no.
the
Yeah, I
side
would have
road.
as well. I think he might have. He got into it too much.
This is going behind the 6. All right, well, hardest shot he's going to play is getting from 7 to the 8. Nice shape for the 10.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward though. Can't really go wrong.
Well, if it doesn't get nicely on the 7, he's experienced. He knows what he's doing.
What you got? Oh, no, it's alright.
It just seems like George has been punishing Vinnie in the first set and this set whenever he's made an error like this.
Off the break. Well, I think Vinny's went in off 4 times.
Yeah.
And the costly one was right at the end of the match, the last set. Yeah, he hit that well. He missed the
But
ball
he's,
on this before,
he's not
remember?
close to the black. This is a shot he was complaining about earlier that he missed.
Yeah, he missed one
He's
against
going to
me
get it
last week
sweet,
as well.
just a stop shot. And bring it back maybe a
He was
foot.
thinking about it, see? He just got down, he turned the cue
See if he hits
around.
this better than last time. No, he didn't.
That would have been playing on his mind.
That would have been in the back of his mind.
Yeah, Vinny has to do everything he can to make sure of this. It'll be Bernie George. Because it's little things like that that can change a whole match. He'll be thinking, I missed that ball last time, I've missed it again. What's going on?
He just didn't hit it sweet.
I think he did, he just hit the outer draw. Even though this
Well, at least he
pocket-
didn't smash it like last
No,
time.
he hit it good, but
He's upset. You see that? George just put the score up and he made a sound over there. He's not happy.
I'm working on a bigger scoreboard. So you'll see some of my arts and crafts next week. I've got a couple ideas. I just haven't finished
Tell
it
you
yet.
what, Chris, you could crack an egg and throw it on his head right now.
He's steaming, is he?
Steaming.
He
He
took a
knows
bit
he
off.
should have been up 13-6.
Yeah.
Now it's 12-7.
But you know what? The way I see it, Vinny's made a couple mistakes that you wouldn't expect. So for George to make a couple mistakes, you'd expect that because the calibre of player, you know what I mean? So he's a bit hard on himself.
You know what I'd love to see in pool? I know this is the technology's there though now. It wasn't there 10 years ago. I'd love to see them strap a watch or something on the player that can take their heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
See what their heartbeat's like when they're playing. I mean, I've seen this actually before down in Vegas. So you can see what their heart going up or down when they're playing.
It wouldn't be that hard to work out.
No, it wouldn't be.
They do. They've got a lot of
Strap
things.
that on the graphics for the screen as well. I mean, in the future, this is just early days for us now.
Yeah.
I can see this thing going further in the future. And
Even the
it'd be awesome to
speed.
get some great graphics, man.
Yeah.
Great graphics.
Even the speed of the cue going through for the break.
Oh, that's easy as well.
Yeah.
I got an app on my other phone.
Yeah, perfect.
My old phone, I got an app on it. You can measure the speed. Here we go, we're going to get involved in some sacred play here.
Come back in a couple of hours, guys, and they should be out of this situation.
Usually the safety, the more patient player wins.
Now, this is pretty automatic. If he just goes off the rail and hits this one, it's going to hit the 7 and go in. I don't think if you hit the 1, you can not pot it. You know what I mean?
It still depends on where the white ball's going afterwards.
Yeah, it might follow it in. He didn't hit the 1 though. That's poor. Look at the time, mate. 7:14. To me, I see 147.
To me, I see 417.
No, I see 147.
I know you do.
Anytime I see those numbers, I always think of 147.
You've got a couple of 147s, haven't you?
I've had a couple on PlayStation. No, I've had a couple. I've had one against Vinnie. That's the only thing I've done before Vinnie. I
What do you
made a
mean
max. I made a max against Vinnie, and I
Maybe
wasn't
that's
even.
the
I
only
wa-
thing you've done before Vinnie.
well, not before, but everything that I have done in the past in Q Sports, he's pretty much beat me. Like if I was the youngest player to do this or youngest player to do that, he'll beat me by a year or two. But an actual max out of the two of us, and I did it against him on possibly one of the tightest tables going around, was good. Something that he can't take away. And I did it against him, so he can't say I didn't do it. And it just came from out of nowhere. I wasn't playing. Vinny came back from overseas. Literally haven't touched ski for 6 months. Vinny goes, you want to have a set? And I said, all right. And third frame in, I had a max. And I'm like, no, not bad.
Well, Vinny is looking over, glancing at the scoreboard, and he knows he needs a good break here, but he's looking good.
Yeah. You're losing that white. The white went to the side again. It's gone in.
That wasn't his fault there.
No, that was his fault because the white went there first.
It went there, bounced away, and it got stuck in
but
here.
the white shouldn't be going to that direction. Should be coming back in the middle of the table.
And look at this again, another ball in hand for George. I mean, these are golden opportunities for George. Massive open table.
Tall 8. He hits next frame. He's pretty much good.
And Vinny be spewing because Vinny wants to get a roll.
Snooker.
That's silly. I know we've all done that before.
It's just a little swerve, but now he can't get on the 3. He's playing this beside. See what I mean? What a massive shot.
Massive turnaround. Massive turnaround.
And that was just laziness as well. A couple of lazy shots. And they're getting maybe a bit tired.
They're long races, but don't get me wrong, with Vinny playing, they're not that long.
They're not that long.
A race to 15 for Vinny is like me playing a race to 5.
Possibly. See how he plays this. Yeah, I don't like it. He didn't get into it.
5.
Like a crab.
A crab.
Crab. Double. Yeah, I don't. See, you can't afford to take
Why
it.
couldn't he just play a good safety shot there?
He should have. I don't know why he didn't. Frustrated. You've got to learn.
Patience.
Play the right shots when you're
That's
frustrated.
something that you've changed in your game over the last few years. You've got more patient now with the safety.
Yeah,
play.
I think I've got too patient to be honest. I think I've lost a bit of that killer instinct.
That aggressive?
Yeah, I should be more aggressive. Good shot there by George. That's one of his Specialties, a nice, powerful stun shot off a rail, half ball. You've got another one here, so just missed the 9. Let's see how he goes. He went that way, which is most probably the correct way. I just didn't see it.
George Mariglis is letting us know that 2 or 3 hours is his maximum he can focus on. How about we play a 5-hour marathon next week? You and me. Yeah. Now that he's away, just letting you know, if I play 80% of my game, I'm going to crush him next time I play him.
Yeah, I'd expect you to.
But when he's been playing you and Vinnie, one thing I've noticed, he's been very, very quiet. When he played me that day, he wouldn't stop talking, he wouldn't stop whistling, he wouldn't stop moving. He did everything he could. And believe me, even though I looked cool on camera,
He's got a tester here. He has to float this in, but there's a chance of going in off if he hits his too sweet. If he hits his too sweet, there's a chance of going in off. No, he hit it well. That's good. Sometimes you can overhit it and it swings out. So Barry's just stepping out for a second. That was a good shot on the 9. He timed it well. Sometimes George has this tendency to overhit the ball, and if he does, the white ball will bow out, and he could have went in off there, but he played it well. And now it's 8-13. Vinnie needs to win the next 2 games to put a lot of pressure on, and then we're in the same position we were last set. Well, it's a good result. Can you get to that? Yeah. A little bit of side, you'll get to that. That's the right side you want to play as well. That's nice. Oh,
13 frames to 8.
yeah. That last frame was a big one.
It was huge. It was huge.
Watch this shot he plays, George, with the rest. I just feel
What happened
his
when I was
technique.
gone in the last frame?
Oh, Vinnie had a shot down the rail and missed it badly. Yeah, I see where George is going wrong with the rest. He's using that middle, what do you call it? Star.
The middle knuckle.
The middle knuckle, where you should be using the outer knuckle. I never use the middle knuckle. It's too high on the white. You can't see the angle properly. And he's also a bit too close to it. He's not allowing his cue to go right through the ball. Vinnie did all the right things there. Stayed down on the shot, pushed his cue through, but just missed it.
He hit it well.
He did hit it well.
The right speed. But I have to back George to run these balls now.
Yeah.
6 to 8. No question mark.
Still all right. Yeah, these bigger pockets now, it's just made a little bit of difference, you know.
Why we were playing finals and semi-finals and quarterfinals here last year in the tournaments, and the small pockets really helped.
Ivan's here with his newborn. That was a bad shot by George. He didn't even have position. He had to hit that half the pace and just let the white float down. It's a really bad shot. It's a sweet shot there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very nice shot. There we go. That was George's frame all day there. Now it's 13-9. It's a big swing. More swings than a playground.
Yeah, both George and George is getting a bit tired. I can see it. He's getting tired. Vinny's not tired. Vinny's a lot younger, but
Vinny's frustrated, not tired.
he is frustrated.
Yeah, because he knows he's not playing well enough. And he can't afford to give George these silly opportunities that he's giving him. He's taken a lot off his break there, and he's going to get some benefits out of it.
Yes, he is. He's got 2 balls.
Wow. He has to run this. Wow. That was awesome. Awesome break. Took a lot off it. Made sure he hit the front ball flush, so he couldn't scratch, which he's been doing quite a lot today. If he can hold his nerve and clear up, he's making a statement to George, and George will start feeling the pressure again.
This is exactly what Vinny needed.
Yep. Exactly.
I remember I watched Vinny when he won the Oceania back in Adelaide.
Oh, in Adelaide.
He played great that day.
Yes.
And he was tested. He was tested that day.
He was tested in the quarterfinals too against Justin Campbell. It was a 9-8 result. Justin
He's a strong player, Justin.
very strong player, very accomplished. He's got a lot of experience. He's been over to the world scene many a time, so I expect him to always play well.
This is exactly what Vinny needed.
Oh, I thought he missed that.
And they're both in double digits, 13-10.
Double D.
Death comes quickly to the Calabrese, from the Calabrese.
They can.
Break and run, 1 or 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes.
If they decide to play another set, I think I might have to leave because I have a 3 a.m. start tomorrow, so I'm not getting much sleep as it is, and it's my wedding anniversary, so my wife wasn't too happy to impress.
Today?
Today, yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. See how he goes. Yeah,
He has taken some pace off.
You have to. And that 2 was going straight in. He was a bit unlucky there. Oh. Wow.
Like a ball.
But everything hit the jaws.
And the 1 ball swings, a little push-out shot here.
Yeah, just a little push out. Let Vinny decide what he wants to do. Very, very crucial here to play the right
It's an
shot.
interesting dynamic in the game. The handicap has really made this game very contested. It's 13 frames to 10.
Yeah.
George just needs to win 2 frames, but he needs to get those opportunities.
So,
And to be honest, Vinny can rattle off 5 frames in under 5 minutes.
absolutely. So do you think
The start is fair.
Star is there?
Vinny hasn't even played great today. He hasn't
No,
even played
absolutely. And I wouldn't argue with that. I'd say Vinny's 3 frames better than me over 15 at the moment. Absolutely. I wouldn't have a problem admitting that. Because I see what he can do and when he plays.
But that's in practice.
In practice.
Different under the pump.
Yeah.
One of your strengths is you're very consistent under the pump. So your practice play, you bring a lot of it out under the pump.
Yeah.
Your cue action, your temperament holds up under the pressure very well.
At times. Maybe a little bit better than Vinny. But
That's also maturity too, though.
yeah, I've matured in my game a lot in the last 3 or 4 years. I had to. I got sick of losing. Honestly. I was sick of feeling like I was one of the players that should be achieving and I was always losing because of a stupid exhibition shot. You know, you see me, I don't have much emotion anymore, where before I'd have more emotion, which I miss, to be honest, because I feel like I'm bored sometimes playing ball.
No, I know what you mean. Your emotions are very steady on the table.
My emotion
You're
is
not
my
excited.
flare shots and, 3 or 4 rails and kicking instead of, I might have a ball open table and instead of playing a safety, I'll play it off a rail to try and pot it, which, and I might miss it and people go, why'd you play that for? That's my style, but I have to stop that.
Yeah, because those exhibition shots get you into trouble.
Well, yeah, it's cost me a lot of tournaments. From tournaments I should have won in the past, I believe. I reckon it's cost me about 15 tournaments over the last 10 years.
You play that shot really well now. Two rails out with a bit of running start.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. Oh, George already put it up?
Yeah, that's George.
Just in the corner of your eye as you're having a
See
shot?
him moving, putting it up.
George special. Yeah. No, I'm happy to see a lot of people come down and support and actually be playing on the tables as well. Yeah, it's good. It's good for Poole, it's good for Walter, it's good for the players.
What's not good is when you make a break like that, you don't have a shot.
Yeah.
13 frames to 11 guys at home. It's another close, nail-biting game.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it? It was like the last match, the last set. It was 13-all and Vinnie went in off and basically didn't get another shot. So the break is so crucial. A bit of a bad kiss here or there off the break and you can lose the match. Wow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Barry's just stepping out for a second. Oh, he's got away with it. Done a Calabrese special right there. We call that a bit of black magic. He's called the... He didn't call the 2, he called the 1. Oh, that's ugly. Vinnie's going to send him back in. It's very close here. I'd like to get a referee, but he hasn't. It's called the 5. If he hits this one from behind, the 5 will go in. All that.
Oh, what a call, Chris. That bit of fortune, if you converted.
It was hard not to send someone back in from
If
there.
you converted, though, that bit
It
of
looks
fortune.
awkward, this shot.
If you
It
can
looked awkward,
convert,
eh? Oh my goodness.
He's got away with it again.
You know what? I've seen weirder things happen. Weirder things happen. Got to hit this, yeah. That's...
Oh, no.
That's alright. Oh. It's not alright.
Not alright at all. There's a bit of emotion there from Vinnie. Because Vinnie's been paddling upstream
Yeah.
for the last 3-4 hours since they've been playing these matches.
Well, that's right.
He's been behind non-stop. And Vinnie's not used to being behind often in matches. Not like this.
When you're behind all the time and you finally get in within reach,
Yeah. It hurts.
and,
It hurts.
And then you, a little thing like that goes against you, you feel like, whoa, what's going on? Right? At least George isn't on the hill, and he's kind of stuffed that up a little bit. At least he's not on the hill. So it's going to be see what he plays in.
Slow roll, isn't
It's
it?
hard to hold that. Is that on in the centre, is it?
You would have played that shot with check will come off extra rails.
Well, if it's on in the centre, I would have played it like that, but I didn't think it was on in the centre. I would have played it.
George is shaking his head. He's calling the 10 ball.
I would have played it with his crew and gone inside the 10.
Playing a two-way shot here, is he?
Well, he's playing the 10. I don't know if it's a two-way shot.
Yeah, George throwing his head, arms in the air.
It's not,
This is not an easy cut shot,
you
though.
can easily miss it.
Yeah, he's overcut it.
He's done it twice now. He might have got away with it. He's got to get a
behind.
kiss.
Disaster.
No,
Is this cuttable? Is this
yeah, it is cuttable, but it could have been a lot nicer too for George. So it's not too bad. Got to avoid the in-off. You said the white ball's going to travel.
He actually hit that quite well. Good speed. Vinnie's body language is getting a bit negative. You know what? Even though he might not get another chance again, because that's what happened to him last match, he didn't get another chance.
He's on the hill if he wins his frame. There's still time.
You just got to still stay positive in your own mind and just wait for your opportunities.
Oh.
He's over
You
here.
know?
Nice. Yeah, he's out.
No, he's going a bit far. It shouldn't be an issue. You never know.
Off balance.
He's overcooked it. He's overcooked it. It's not ideal. It shouldn't be an issue, but it's not
He'll
ideal.
make it.
Yeah, you can hit a full. It's not ideal.
That's fine. Alright, so George Mariglis is the first player on the hill again. Sorry, George?
Made that look very hard.
Made it look very hard. I'm looking forward to our match now.
Mind games.
See that look you just gave me? He's not going to throw away $500 against me. He wants to win.
9 start, race to 20.
Your math not very good, my friend.
No, that's from Barry, not from me.
Oh, he almost scratched his ball away.
He's hitting him a bit harder now. So
He's got a ball. 14 frames to 11 and a race to 15.
it's a good shot here. If he plays a nice little safety, Vinny's in a lot of trouble. And there's a lot of balls to duck behind.
Oh, yeah. He's just done what you said. But he has left the one ball hanging in the hole.
Yeah, it's hard to get to though. Has to go in between the 9 and the 5. You have to just miss the 9, and you hit it from the rail.
Hit it hard bottom left.
I'd play top, but you just got to miss the 9. You hit the rail, and then the bottom rail will pot the 1, and the white will go in between the 3 and hit the 8. Here we go.
That.
Oh, just missed it.
Beautiful. At least got a chance now to get really safe off the 2.
Oh, he's in control. He was so close to playing the shot I said. The perfect shot. You just play, just let the side go behind the 7 and the 8, and put the 2 in the middle. You know what I mean? On the middle rail and the balk rail. Oh, yeah. Last thing you want is that to go in. If that goes in, you'd be sick.
Very sick.
He got the 3 next, I guess. Well, he didn't call it, did he? So I can't say 100%, but I don't know if he actually that draw's in the way or if the 3's in the way. From our vantage point here, guys, we can't really see the angle. Well, he's playing directly into the 3. He's trying to tie up the balls. That's the cool mind. I'll throw it back in George's face here and go for 3 fouls now. Got an easy one here.
2 fouls now. Put the 2 behind the 3 balls.
Think about where the ball's going. That's nice. Not hitting nothing from there.
Always when you're playing a snooker, when you can freeze the white ball up against another ball, you're taking away all these rails.
You just got to make sure you don't pot the ball. How many times do you see people do it? That looks good.
Oh, what a hit from George Mariglis. Great hit. And the 3 ball's still tied up. Even though Vinny's got a shot.
There's not much you can do with it. I think he can follow through off the 5, and then he'll have the white down here and play snook on the 3.
Or he can use the 5 to open everything up and run out. What a sick shot that was.
It was a great shot, low percentage though. If he misses that with the side, then he snookers himself.
Yeah, what a sick shot that
It
was.
was a sick shot.
How often do you see someone at pool, even professionals, play a really great shot and then mess up the next shot?
Yeah,
a lot.
because they don't compose themselves. It's a learning. That's what I mean. You can learn it. You're learning every day.
Golden opportunity here, guys, at
I
home.
don't think it's on. Oh, it was on.
Yeah, it's on. They're all on. They're all on.
7's a bit tricky.
Yes, 7 is a bit tricky because the 8 ball's covering the path for the white ball to go to the 7. But he has an opportunity. He's at the table.
Oh, absolutely. He'd be happy
He
to
just needs 1 frame. Then he can play a good safety shot if he has to from the 7. He's got the dice are in his hands right now.
So if that white ball's on the rail, on this side rail, do you think that 7's on?
Could be. Fun to find out what he's going to do here.
Maybe he's going to try and kiss the 8.
He'll try and go into him maybe.
Yeah, I think he tried to. Oh, did he
I
go
think the
around?
7's on up the top
Yeah,
left.
good idea. Sometimes unless you're at the table, you don't actually see the shots. And that was one of those instances. Just going to roll this in dead weight. If it goes
Really
in, you
composing
win.
himself.
It's missed by a foot.
And now he's just opened up the table for Vinny.
He thought he
Some
was on.
pop-up.
He thought he was on the old Brunswick metro tables.
Those shots in the 7-footer, you can get away with rolling them, but not on
Well, that goes in on the 7-footer because
it's shorter distance.
shorter distance.
Bigger pockets.
That was frame ball for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got away with it though.
He really looks sick with himself right now. Like George says, even the best players miss. Everybody misses. Oh, he's going to land plum. No, he's not. He's landed not plum.
He's going to try and stretch, but he's going to need a jigger.
I miss these shots. I'm not very good at these shots. I've got to practice them. I tend to hit them too thin.
Thin's good though. That way you leave it safe. Hitting that thick is no good.
No, he's going to make him.
Do you reckon he heard me on the commentary before?
No, this is psychic. Watch the white ball, guys.
Should be sweet.
Watch the white ball.
He's overcut it, but that's good. At least you leave it safe.
Overcut it by a mile.
Yeah, it's not bad. You'd rather overcut it than hit it too thick.
He's going to make this or he's lost $200. Simple as that.
We could see the Q fly if he misses this.
Oh no. Where's that white ball going? It's rolling out. It's rolling out into play.
You going? Take it easy, fella. Yeah.
There you have it, guys. The score of 15-11. 2 sets go to George. Well played to both players. I think we're going to go for a third set, Chris.
Oh, I'm going home anyway. Oh, actually, I've got to drive Vinnie home. Vin, you driving, coming home with me? All right, he's catching a train. I'm going home. When you ready, George? One start, I'll play up. Not mine.
It's got to reset the stream.
I'll go to the toilet.
Hey!